magic, might, resilience. Well, resilience wouldn't be a bad thing, actually.
Beefy? Yeah.
Because we could use the magic resistance. Okay. So we can get... Can I get anything here? Okay, let's get...
I wouldn't risk singing any quips from the Beatles
What's her
because,
armor?
I mean, wouldn't that bring up the recording as some kind of... I'm pretty sure they aren't going after Zaboomafoo.
Probably not.
But...
You never know. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to town. I've taken too much damage here. Or back to the Healy time. Okay.
But no, I could definitely see people going after you for the Beatles. Wasn't Twitch?
Oh, well, Twitch doesn't allow karaoke anymore. And for a while, the Game Grumps were told that they couldn't sing anything, period. Because of copyright issues.
Mm-hmm. Not even the shortest of quips.
Yeah. I mean, they would sing for like a little while, and some of it was referential, some of it was original. Mm-hmm. But there was like definitely a time where they were like actually where they're actually like just totally shut down by the network. But I'm also like not a very big fan of Polaris, so okay. So the rock spud is leveled up, I guess.
Well, they level up every time you water and prune them, right?
Yeah. I guess let's go craft some things. There's not too much.
So we see Ive there, and then actually do not approach her.
Well, we haven't gotten to her yet. She's like way down. We've got to go a fair ways. These plants grow fast. This one also apparently takes a ton of water to grow.
How do things like cover channels exist?
So they're different. They're not attached to a network. So Polaris is a generally like gaming related network, and they're, I'm gonna say, a little bit more restrictive and maybe draconian. Scale, small gem, earth core. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford
I really
one
liked
of those.
playing Karma Flow with the rock opera. It was sad that a couple of the what was it? Some of this, I suppose you would call it a sing over instead of a voice over. Everything was done in song in that one. Some of them were, the audio was just missing for some reason.
Yeah,
so I got to sing it.
It was like weirdly broken sometimes. I always felt bad about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do we give her more damage or armor? So what's his defense? Okay, we're gonna give her more damage here. We'll get down here. Sadly, I'm gonna need a perk node to get Bloodshout, but whatever. Let's see. Did I get the free blueprint from the frog guy? Yeah, it was just fire ammo. Not exactly super useful. 6 tender spuds. Oh, this one did level up. So as they level up, we get extra, things from them. And probably by the end, we get higher level materials too. Oh, right. He's looking for the barnacle. That's not what I'm here for, and I can't afford anything anyway. Okay.
Oh, but those were along the beach, weren't they? Back by Zabirum, or whatever it was called?
Oh, well, it's in Zabirum Temple. We just gotta find it here. I just don't know where it is. Probably isn't gonna take too long to find. Sadly, I'm gonna have to fight all these guys again.
Whoa. Oh, it's another one of those.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of forced. Oh.
Oh, man. You did not heal up.
I forgot to heal. Guts! We're kind of in trouble here. Yeah, they're gonna mess me up here. Well.
Do you have any healing items?
I can use it, but it would probably be easier if I just reload if they take me out. I mean, if I take them out, we can always go back and I'll just...
Yeah, take them out. Fight to the bitter end. Though that's pretty bad.
Maybe. If we can take out the Numpkin or whatever his name is, Yimpkin, this actually gets a fair bit easier.
As long as the little dudes don't tail whip you to death.
It's feeling possible.
Or tail poke, I should say.
Yeah, they've got little barbed tails. Okay. honestly really wish it would actually tell me what these guys are weak to. Here. Okay, Spud Blast. Yeah, we got him. I might use one healing item on him. Maybe. Nah, believe in me.
As long as they choose their opponents wisely.
Well, we're gonna kill
unwisely.
one of these. So it's only gonna be one left. And, yeah, they're not gonna take me out. The burning sucks a bit, but they're not gonna kill anybody.
They're attacking the strongest party member, so you're all set, I suppose. But remember to heal up.
Yep, we got it. There's no way he's gonna be able to kill us. Well, that was a lot easier. Yeah, if half my party dies, I can feign death. This is true, but I prefer to avoid that. Okay, there we go. Now we go back. Now we actually heal. Whoopsie. Let's see. Warp back to Plumpet Island. At least this game has very short load times, which is
Oh yeah, it's
greatly
really nice.
appreciated.
Yeah, just go back into the library, and that's
Yeah.
what'll heal you up at the upper rooms.
Yeah,
Now
I
you
wish
have
it
to
was
fight those guys again.
Yeah, but I mean it gets easier every time. Plus we got all of our upgrades in so it helps too.
I still feel bad for having never played an Elder Scrolls game.
I mean,
we started the Dova Bear thing, but the problem is you put so many mods
yeah, so
on it, it was unplayable.
in my off hours I've been balancing that slowly. We'll get back to it, don't worry.
The most mods I've ever applied to a game were for Knights of the Old Republic and Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, where I just made it so I could play as a different character, like just a different character model, or you know, having access to different colored lightsabers. It was never anything game changing per se.
Yeah, we should be able to take out the Yimkin pretty fast, especially if we speed up Olia here. Does that give her 2 shots before? No. Oh well.
Oh, he's casting regen.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, it's one problem I've noticed with this game. The enemies take actions very often.
Ooh.
And they have a lot of different moves that they can pull off, too.
Ah, it didn't do as much as we thought it would.
Yeah. That's okay. My enemies don't do too much. Oh, here we go. So we do have our supers. We'll do regen S. I wonder what happens if I leave this alone. Like, so if you notice, we've got these, like, 2 little blue bars between the characters. Or we had to.
Yeah.
Now we've only got 1 left. So we effectively get 2 super moves between the 2 characters. I wonder if I could, drag that width for extra charge in the next battle or not. Probably not. You also probably don't care too much. Tactical considerations are definitely my thing. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the problem with the Elder Scrolls games is they ultimately are just kind of a lot of, I'm gonna say busy work. You spend a lot of time running around doing quests.
One chore to the next.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's kind of the, it's kind of the classic, oh, what? He fired twice? Huh. That's weird. It's kind of the classic idea of quantity versus quality.
Mm-hmm.
So for Skyrim specifically, once you've seen one dungeon, you've actually generally seen all of them, which always kind of super sucks.
Ah, so this guy has a swarm of beetles instead.
Well, we fought this earlier. Okay, kill the Yumpkin. Haste Olia. At least we've gained at least a couple levels from this. Like, we're starting to get to the point. I guess I'll set him on fire, seeing as.
Haha, burning.
They'll counter his regen at the very least. Let's try Stabbing Strike. I still don't know which one does more damage to him.
I think the one where she slashes over her head and thrusts down is
Probably?
probably the best.
I should probably actually sit down and see specifically what Yimkins are weak to. It's probably an
Yeah.
elemental type and nothing else. Yeah, Elder Scrolls is a one-person RPG that thinks it's an MMO. Yeah, like, they do actually have some really cool quest lines and stuff. I just wish they'd, like, pare down the content to half and spend more time on all of it.
Yeah, we're doing Legion now, and I really like the fact that we're leveling slowly enough that we're not out-leveling a zone so that we move on to the next one. I can understand why they did that for low-level zones, so people wouldn't have to play all of the game for every character. But, I don't know. It's different.
The Elder Scrolls MMO is really good, actually. I'm curious to try it out.
Now that it's
but
what
time.
is it? Buy to play,
It's buy to
or?
play, but they also made it so every player is scaled, so you can do any area you want freely.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
There's no leveling anymore.
Yeah, like I think it would be really fun at some point to get a crew together and roll through that game as well. And like, you know, see what we could run into. All right, now we're kicking ass. Now that we've done our like little bit of
I mean, I do admit the one thing I liked about the Dover Bear one was the Choo Choo Train Dragon.
Oh, apparently the
Thomas
level scaling thing
didn't.
hasn't launched yet? What?
Oh, really?
So they announced it at E3, but they didn't actually do it. Weird. Oh, it's just these two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scaling thing. Well, I guess I'll probably play it when the scaling comes out. I mean, really, we gotta finish Legion first.
Yep.
I'd say I
'cause
gotta
you still
finish
have a
Warframe
subscription
first,
on
but that's not
that.
gonna happen.
Huh?
I'd say I gotta finish Warframe first, but that's not gonna happen. They update that game too often.
Well, to finish Warframe, wouldn't it be just get every single Warframe and level them up? And
Not
level the
really.
weapons
They
up?
keep adding like new weapons and frames and quests and stuff. So like about once a month they add like something pseudo major to the game that's kind of like, hey, you should play again. And I'm like, yes, master. And honestly, I don't feel too bad about it because it's a fun Skinner box to just kind of do. There's probably not a reason to go that direction, come to think of it. Let's see. ESO actually has fun quests. That's good. I mean, really, I just want to play...
I'm wondering what they've done with the faction system. Are you still only able to play with people of the faction that you're aligned with? Because I know it was, what? Orc, Red Guard, and some other type of human. Then there were the Bosmer, the... What are the High Elves?
I will admit that's actually one of the things.
And the Khajiit were on another thing, and then it was the Dark Elves with the oh, we were just talking about them. It starts with an A. The lizard people.
Argonians.
The Argonians and the what's the last one that's with them?
I will admit, that's one problem I have with Elder Scrolls in general. The races aren't interesting.
I do like the fact that they have Bosmer with antlers, though.
True.
I would totally make a Bosmer with antlers because I absolutely love deer and fawns and all the sort of nature lore. It was really cool that, I mean, now you can have demon hunters with them, but that's more of like a fell type. I prefer the nature-aligned characters.
Like, I guess the elves aren't terrible. Oh, what? Oh! I see. There's a random Amory attractor there to open this up. Ah, right, we gotta activate this.
Activate it, yeah.
Let's see. Argonians are interesting. The hiss is weird. Haven't looked into that.
Oh yeah, that's true. They can breathe underwater.
I'd have to look into that sort of thing a little bit more. But, like, I don't know. I find, like, every other MMO has more interesting races. Like, 7 different flavors of human kind of loses its luster after a while.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially because they're all modeled so similarly.
Yeah.
At least from what I've seen.
Like, I tend to play Nord just because... I mean, sort of Swedish, sort of not.
I really liked the races of Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, Guild Wars 2 had really good races. Really pretty game, too.
Well, I mean, the Sylvari were plant-like, you could do an infinite number of color combinations and bioluminescence at night. That was awesome.
Yeah, that is actually a pretty good.
And I mean, the Char, while
Design.
cat-like, like the Khajiit, they had a different frame and structure.
Yeah,
to them.
they stand out. Pretty much every race.
They have horns too.
Every race in Guild Wars 2 kind of stood out and was interesting.
The Norn were just really tall.
Yeah, I was fine with huge humans. It was fun. Oh, we go in here.
And I mean, the Asura, it's one of the quote-unquote small cute races that I could actually play in a game. Unfortunately, I can't get behind goblins and gnomes and other small races, especially, I mean, they're the ones that look like bunnies and Lolitas. Oh, I don't know about Korean MMOs. Unfortunately, it seems like everyone is.
Well, that was funny.
What happened? I wasn't paying attention.
I see. We're getting our.
Wow, a lantern is attacking you.
Yeah, this is where we get the. This is an Omri lantern, so this is how we charge blue. While we're here, but what I was gonna say is we actually had to switch to Nart to. Oh. We had to switch to Nart to fit underneath the thing, which was actually kind of amusing.
Ooh, this is a cool room.
Yeah, it
Can
is.
you unlock that gate with the blue that you, oh no, you need to...
I need to turn off blue to get that.
Oh, so then do you have go down there?
Don't know. Can't go down. There's no ramp there. But yeah, we gotta switch to Nart to...
Ah, fun.
So it does actually matter, yeah. Which I was
And
not expecting.
Everyone else just crawls on their hands and knees. Oh, sorry, I can't go.
I can't do anything with that yet. Huh.
Oh, do you need to boost every single one?
Yeah, I've got to get every element. Oh wait, is this? Oh,
that
these
the
are
one you
stairs
needed?
down. So I got to go kill that thing again.
I thought there was still an energy orb up there.
Oh, wait, you're right. Okay, well that's useful. Okay, looks like it's about time for me to switch too. Unfortunately, that's okay.
Everyone's assembled.
Mostly assembled. It's also time.
Are
So
you gonna find a save point?
I think I'd have to go back all the way. This game kind of doesn't hand you save points, but luckily I can just leave the console in sleep mode, which is fine. Okay, so we went back. I got a lot more ammo, healed up, did I guess a
Level
little bit of
management.
grinding, but the grinding was really just going to and from. Okay, right. We had this. Have we been through here?
This is a new room? Or is this a new perspective on the same room?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
So we have to have both
Both red and blue?
red and blue running, I guess, to get in there. Okay.
Well, you can acquire the information from there, right? Or the
Oh.
energy?
I gotta switch to Amon though.
Yeah, he has the weird bracelet.
Mm-hmm. He looks to be the only person with any kind of bracelet.
Uh-huh.
Like, the only
Oh.
person that can interact with any of these things.
The lanterns are technically a battle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they're switches, but you gotta fight them first. You gotta fight them for the right to use them. It's like if you had to battle your light bulb every day.
Oh, whoa.
It's like, you want light? Well, first you must fight me. Thumb wrestle. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard. These
It'd be
things
more
really
like a
don't put
zap.
up much of a fight, but still. Okay, so we have...
Well, we don't have the red yet.
Yeah. There we go. I wonder what this is.
Well, that's a platform that needs to be pushed up. Charge it.
Oh, interesting. This is actually both.
Ooh, nice.
Which... I have questions.
I wonder if that lifted the... No, it didn't lift the wall there.
No, it did something else.
Check the gate. Or that. Looks like there's a green one that you can acquire as well.
Yeah. Ah.
Yep, that's open.
Yeah, so that was just so that previous switch corresponds with this one up ahead, and there's our answer.
And then is that red or green?
Oh,
Probably a red.
no, it's neither. It doesn't match either pattern. So that's a green that we power there.
Okay.
We just have to go figure out where that is.
Was there a stairway to the right anywhere?
Or not? Maybe it is. Maybe it's blue? No, it can't be either of those. Oh.
That's like there's one, but
Yeah.
can't get to it yet.
Is that green? Well, maybe I can. Maybe I just have to go all the way around and like I've already got the gate open. I'm not entirely sure.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a blue up and over there. Or
Oh, that was the way the pig could go.
Yeah.
Well, hog bunny, I should say.
Egg burner. Okay, can we? Oh.
There has to be a reason why the lantern's there. You need the red one up.
Well, this was here earlier, specifically for another reason. Yeah, we do need the red one up. We gotta get to. Okay.
Spud's pretty good.
Oh no. That is red for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I get it now. What we have to do is go back in here, bring this gate down.
And then we have to do red somehow.
Yeah, well, we bring this gate down. We charge red because it matches the pattern. I didn't realize it at first. There we go. It's finicky.
No,
Isometrism is not my friend.
Activate that council with the red?
No, we've already activated that one. That one's good. What we do now is, with the red charge, we bring it all the way back. It does actually match the pattern with this. I just didn't notice.
Mm-hmm. Is that the right one?
Yep. And that brings up that corner. Yeah, the symbols don't match, which is what confused me.
Well, also, it didn't even have, like, a hint of that color either.
Yeah, well, I just like to point out. So you see how there's this, like...
It has the squiggles.
Yeah, but, like, pay attention to the red squiggle for a second.
Mm-hmm.
If we go back here... I mean, I could be wrong about this, actually. But I want to say...
No, it's different.
Yeah, it's a different squiggle for multiples, because that's, like, this weird...
No, it's the same. It's just stretched out and wide.
No.
Yeah, it is.
But this isn't.
Yeah, see, it's just stretched out wide.
Weird. And confusing. Well, I'll charge red, even though I probably don't need it. But yeah, it didn't look right, and I was confused because it didn't match.
The symbols are just wider there.
Yeah. Well. Oh well, we're almost done.
Now, I wonder if it's commonplace for these ruins to have those generators, because I mean, Ammon has the wrist bracelet. He specifically uses
they haven't
that.
really addressed that at all. Okay, so there is a blue gate around here.
Yep.
I guess we should fight this thing, come to think of it. Because I think we have
You probably need to fight all of them just in case you need to charge a new color.
Well, I think I have to charge blue to the area I'm in. Yeah, for whatever reason, Nart has, like, outstripped everybody else for HP in the party. Like, I think I might have put some points, 1 or 2 talents into it, but not that much.
So it just needs 2 charges of blue?
It looks like it, yeah. Which confuses me. Yeah, why do I have to do the... no? What? Why do I have to do this twice? I'm
Or is that a
confused.
green?
No, that's
No,
definitely...
it is 2 blues.
It's definitely double blue.
Okay.
Which I believe gets this gate open.
Yep.
Okay, which gives us access to this side because I left this one up. Hey!
Yep, and that's where green is situated.
Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna have to... Actually, apparently it's yellow. That is totally green.
It's say, oh yeah, it does say yellow. I mean, it looked like a lime green to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely on the edge of, like, what is acceptable as green, but it's also apparently really hard to hit. Not actually, but just, I don't know. It's always one of those where it's just like, sudden, extreme, everybody misses forever. Why? What?
Yeah, enemies with high evasion are annoying.
Oh, that ticks down slow. I've been playing a ton of a game called Halcyon 6 lately, which has like a really good RPG mechanic for like stacking status effects and stuff. But every once in a while, I'll just have those moments where just like no matter what, everything goes wrong with what I'm doing. Like everything misses or they resist all the status effects I'm trying to go with. Drives me up the wall. Okay, let's try that. If I'm lucky, that also gets the... Yep. Okay, that gets us in somewhere?
Well, I haven't seen you go out the rightmost corner.
Oh. Moves a bridge from below.
Uh-huh. That's right outside.
Yeah. Okay. Don't force us out. Don't force us out. Good. Okay. Yeah, so now we can access that last treasure. You mean this right corner or
no.
this one? Yeah. Well, I just opened the gate for this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it respawned the enemies.
It apparently did. All right, I guess we're going to have to fight it. There's no way that's leaving us alone. Let's see.
Now, was
heal her up.
Omri the source of power?
Yeah, Omri is the name of like magic in this universe. I'm just gonna switch him back to Thief so we stop using ammo. We're technically like...
Now, when you're hit with the other colors,
do
they cause different effects? Because this one does electrocution.
Yeah.
Where the other ones fire and ice or something? Or?
Yeah. That's as far as I remember. Let's see, is stabbing? Apparently stabbing is more effective on these things. It feels like pure guesswork. Electrolance, blank talents, and precision. Hey! Ooh, we actually need that, maybe. Probably on him.
No, you're already gunning towards one of the special abilities, or...?
I'm trying. It's not working great. Okay, so precision, accuracy, crit chance. Anything better here? The answer is not easy to get around.
Mm-hmm.
I can only swap that with Ammo Master. I guess we'll fill this out for the time being. I don't know if he's the one that needs the accuracy, but I think so. He tends to miss a lot. Maybe?
At least in the more recent battles.
Yeah. It's hard to remember. I guess I could have looked up the actual stat values for everything. And are we going to get attacked? No, apparently the Fire Djinn did not... No, there they are.
They're there.
Okay, they did respawn. Oh, that's fine. Let's see. Stabbing? Stabbing seems to work. Let's see. Regen and Ammon. Yeah, so it doesn't look like stance changes your HP level. I'm trying to see if any of these guys have anything particularly useful on them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just stab. I've been doing enough well, not crafting, but I've been,
Did you find any new plants?
No.
To plant in your garden?
They're probably game locked. If we check items, you can see I've made a ton of healing balms.
Now, I wonder what other races there are, because that person, well, the statues look vaguely like elves.
Maybe they're the ancient race. I mean, if I remember right, our fan lore was it's just this really ugly dude. If you recall.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't think...
we run into hog bunnies and humans.
Well, I mean, there's the shark.
Oh, well...
The hammerhead-ish.
There's the Draco, or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
The pirates.
Right. There's Frog Boy.
Except Frog Boy really did look like just a boy with a hat.
Yeah, I really wish he had actually just been like a frog humanoid. I'm not entirely sure why.
I mean, there are frog statues, but...
I guess maybe he's just like a big fan. He's like, I love frogs. My life is frogs now. Yeah, I think they've actually updated this game. It feels smoother somehow. But maybe that's just because I've been playing a lot of other games with long, when you played Pokemon, did you ever turn off the attack battle animations or nah?
I don't believe I ever had.
I didn't even know about it, but then, I borrowed my dad's copy of Pokemon once because he was having trouble with something, and I could not figure out why his game was wrong. Turns out he turns off battle animations so the game goes faster because you don't have to see the,
well, you don't have to wait for the, you know, Hydro Pump.
Yeah.
Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom,
Yeah.
ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
And it saved a lot of time. Now that I'm playing Pokemon, I'm like, I want to turn this off. Actually, most RPGs, and I'm like, I'd like to turn battle animations off after a certain point, because unless it's a new move, you really don't need to see them again.
You have, some healing potion? You the pilot of the scout plane? Who wants to know?
What happened?
That's my business.
Come on, you two. She's badly wounded. Here, take this. Miss, are you... You're Ivory Lavender, aren't you?
Yes, so?
Was the General's daughter... What is the General's daughter doing out here?
That's confidential.
What general?
General Bran Lavender of the House of the Great Wave. The most powerful man in North Zenit. Yeah, enough with the family thing.
You took my uncle, an Octi Hammerhead named Benjo Barrows. Where is he?
What? No idea what you mean.
Great Wave soldiers took him, in Zaber, and here you are, Spill It Girl.
I know nothing of your uncle. I was flying. I'm not supposed to be here.
You lie.
Call me a liar again, you low-life desert scavenger, and I'll kick your...
Hey, no one is kicking anyone. No one is a liar.
She doesn't know anything. Hey!
About Amon's uncle, please, good folks, take a deep breath. You don't know the business in Zaber, but perhaps you know something about the ancient machine?
Nart!
Oh, sorry, oops, my big mouth.
We don't have time to babysit the General's daughter. Let's go. Wait, where are you going?
That's confidential.
Did you see Taika?
Who?
My best friend. She was with me when we crashed. Ran to get help after she hauled me out of the wreck.
Nope, we've not seen anyone.
Then she must have gone through. Down to the desert. Through the Nomad's hoist. Oh no. Will you help me find her? Sorry, young lady, but we're short on time.
Like we'll help anyone of your kind.
Amon, calm down. Of course we'll help. She's lost someone, so have you. So have Lady point is, we help each other. We're all going the same way, so...
I did see a caravan in the desert before I crashed. Perhaps this hammerhead of yours was with them?
So you know. Headed where?
I'll reckon I'll remember it once we find Taika.
Smartass, you better not.
I see you two are cut from the same cloth. Miss Lavender, this is Amon. I am Nart Tigermoth, and the impatient one is Olia Ala...
Okay. Let's go, people, before Nart loses something, too.
I've honestly forgotten how I voiced Nart.
Also,
I'm trying.
The music is so distracting, I can't focus on voice acting.
I will turn it down some more.
I think it's just because of the percussion with the, like, ding-dongs.
I've noticed
and the
percussion fries your brain, no matter, like, where or what we are
I think it's
doing.
Wait, you mean at all?
Yeah.
I don't like percussion.
I love percussion. Like, a good drum line can make anything better.
I mean, I know it's necessary to keep a beat, but when you're voice acting, it causes, like, a desyncopation.
That's a lot of weird
critters.
techno-goblins. This is actually a pretty substantial area. At least it's got multiple save
Oh
save
no,
shrine
Taika!
looking things.
She was captured.
Yeah, she was. She gets to be dog meat. Switch over to Fallout? Question mark.
No.
Okay, well, we're just gonna quick save for the time being. I don't think I can make any of the useful talents for the time being. Now, here's the question. Do we have the full party? Yeah, we do, actually. We have...
Oh, you have 4 people.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, Super Blaster. Okay, and we do actually get to hit all of them. Good, I was wondering about that. Okay, Electro Lance? Oh, it's her!
Right.
She's the one with the Electro Lance, so she's got that. Okay. And we might as well do regen on everybody. I think we still have one more shot on Amon for hitting everybody and killing them. What's Hamstring do?
Well, it's a melee attack of some sort.
Yeah, so the problem is these guys are so high I can't actually tell I'm targeting them.
Yeah, I noticed that with Ive when she was talking. Some of it actually went off the screen.
I'm pretty confident that they're older than 40.
I mean, if... Not the text itself, but her name.
Oh. That's a good point. I wonder why. Like,
this is the proper aspect ratio, right?
It should be. I noticed my TV cuts off like half an inch or something because of like a calibration setting. It's not a problem for the recording, but it's something I've noticed in the past. Okay. Well, one thing, apparently Ive is actually behind on levels. Okay, I hate this. The characters start with like
everything stacked up top.
Yeah, stacked up top or in an inconvenient place. It's like, oh, you'd like to get your hands on these abilities. Well, too bad. You gotta have to wait for like ever before you get to them now.
So see, I was right about her people being the enemy per se, or just the tyrannical government or something.
Yeah, we don't really know yet. Also, it does look like we're going to be able to use the full party by the time we're done.
How many people were eligible, though? I thought that they had at least 6 characters.
Yeah, so I think we're actually going to have a full party of 6.
Ooh, woof.
Which I'm actually kind of cool with.
Well, I always liked the idea of that because I really disliked it how in Setsuna and BioWare games... Whoa.
Well,
oh, that's because they have a Gatling.
Yeah, he's got a Gatling gun.
Just how you're always supposed to bring 2 people along with you. I feel like you miss a lot of story that way. Well, story, but also the ability to level everyone up, because inevitably someone gets left behind level-wise, and then you're not...
Yeah, I hate that in practically every game. I like the games where just your entire party is kept at the same level, or there's no level system to begin with, if that makes sense. Like,
I know, though, that in Knights of the Old Republic, there were definitely characters I needed with me to hack computers and such, because I had made my character very persuasion heavy.
I mean, when I played Mass Effect, for example, I don't think I used anybody else, so at one point I was forced to use a different character, and I was like, he still has his beginner equipment, and I've never bothered to level him up once. I felt like super guilty about that, and then also super frustrated.
What character was that?
Which one?
What character was it?
I played with Garrus and Tali, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Well, I think most people would play with Garrus and Tali.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Deadly Duo is apparently these two. Taunted enemies take More damage from traps.
What's the kind of bonds she can make with the other ones?
I don't know, I'm curious. I'll look at that in a second. Strikes pair. Give their next strike critical strike. Okay, battle medic. Boost poison attacks. Healing potion. Haste. I don't know. Seems like a really handy thing to get. Plus,
Does Ive have an outfit that you got?
oh yeah, I did. She does. I forgot about that.
Is she also going to be some kind of bandit? Or no, it's princess. She almost looks like Princess Zelda.
Kind of.
You know, the purple, gold, and white.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think I prefer her regular outfit.
Yeah, I
more
like her
than the
regular outfit too.
princess. I mean, interesting concept.
Okay, let's try switching to her
Does Ive have an outfit?
or her non-ammo based one until we get some more ammo anyway. Okay, so what are these guys weak to? No idea. Stabbing bash? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've turned down the music, I'm actually starting to feel weird. I'm used to having, like, you know, loud music.
Interesting concept.
And I'm finding it disconcerting. Okay, so she has Fire Trap. Oh, right, we use this one. So inflicts magical fire damage when the target performs a melee ability. We also have Thunder Fist. I don't know, I think I might leave her in this one. Seems like it's going to be more useful in the long run. The one problem is she comes in at level 5, which means, was I supposed to be at level 5 coming through here?
Who
Yep.
knows? I mean, they tend to try to keep it balanced, but maybe it was because you grinded a little.
Yeah, I'm curious. Oh, are we unable to hit him because he's flying?
Yeah, I think you might need a ranged weapon for that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll switch Amon back to gun based. I didn't even think about that.
Makes sense to me.
See if I can hit him with a fire trap up above. Nope. Then again, he's not hitting with melee attacks anyway. Okay.
It's almost like Magic the Gathering, where you have to have creatures that can attack flying.
Yeah. Oh, it's not a bad system. It's just, this is the first time I've heard of it.
You mean you weren't surprised? You were surprised that you didn't receive some kind of tutorial?
Yeah, usually they kind of mention these things. And I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter too much. What's Swap do? Just realized I have a support ability called Swap for some reason. No idea. Oops. Think I just had him heal himself. Oh well. I'll just kill him. I mean, honestly, we should be getting the ability to, to stun these guys soon anyway. Or not stun, make her ammo.
Can you go back to the regular outfit? I just want to see.
Yeah. Totally forgot. Talents. My brain is kind of melty. Oh, hey, what? When did we get all of these? I have no idea.
Can you go back to the regular?
Okay, so what's this? Ice trap. First aid. Okay. She's got 1 TP. And I actually have no idea what to do with her. Do we go this way, and then over, or... Yeah, I don't know how to fit this in.
Well, which one do you prefer, the ice trap or the healing? Because you could...
Yeah, part of it is I just don't know how her moves work.
Well, she seems like a ranged spellcaster in the sense that she uses a crossbow
Okay,
to
I'll give
do
her
ice and
precision
thunder.
for this. Inflicts magical ice damage. Okay, yeah. So if we want her to be a trapper, we go magic. Guess it kind of makes sense. I wonder what the rest of her attacks are like. What's this one? Let's see. Mark, target, and steal. Oh, so she's like Amon.
Similar.
Yeah, okay. First aid. I guess we... Oh, she doesn't have any more talent points. Olia has like 3, though. Which I guess we might as well get her Adrenaline Rush. Get her Might. I'll give her Ammo Master, even though Ammo Master is totally useless on her. Oh, Attack Expertise. Applies counterattack up. Okay, so he can't do anything. He can't. So she actually has one of these here.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Where can you use it?
Right there.
There?
Yep.
All right.
Didn't expect that we'd have a specific move for her to put in somewhere. Okay. He doesn't have anything. We already have Resilience in. I guess the last one would be Nart, maybe? Oh, wait. What? We've already linked all of them? Oh, that's why he has so much HP over everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering.
He's already been able to go from one side of the map to the other.
Yeah. That works. Hopefully he gets an attack spell at some point. And I can't go up for some reason here. Okay. That's weird. Let's keep going. Yeah, so because the... Did we go this way? I'm really lost, actually. Okay. Let's see. Because the music's so quiet, I'm actually finding myself kind of...
Sleepy?
No. Yes. Like, I need, like, a certain level of music, otherwise it just feels weird to me. You know? But I guess you kind of don't deal with music most of the time.
What do you mean? I love music.
Well, you love music, but like I often will find you like working or whatever in you know, the bedroom without music on, and it's...
I work with it on.
But not always. Whereas like for me it's super uncomfortable if I don't have music, period. Which is like the confusing element. I guess it's also one of those where after a certain point I could totally just turn off my, take off these headphones and switch them over and listen to my own thing. Or vice versa. I don't know.
So far we've just been going from battle to battle to battle, so
Yeah.
it's become a little bit repetitive.
Yeah. I mean...
I'm looking forward to going to a different region as opposed to listening to the somewhat like desert ruin music.
Yeah. That is one kind of unfortunate part about RPGs. I've been having this problem in Pokemon lately.
I'm looking forward to going to certain regions or zones just have this overarching theme.
It's the same song over and over and over and over. And so for Pokemon specifically, there's like this beach area that had a... yeah, we're getting talents up the wazoo now. We're also... Here, I'll probably handle talent allocation.
Do talents later.
Yeah. But, oh, I see where we're supposed to go. Did we... Oh, I see. It's starting
We're
on the
getting
windmill.
that functioning.
Yep. Let's see. But it was like this beach area that had just the most obnoxious music ever. And it was like a remix of a beach in Pokemon Emerald, I believe.
Registre-se agora e receba $1000 em sua conta demo para começar a investir online imediatamente. Comece o seu treinamento agora. Mimon, investimentos confiáveis ao seu alcance.
Tenta acompanhar.
Gosto dessa conta.
Ah, tá ótimo! Wakanda pra sempre!
Mais alguma coisa? Maravilha.
Pode provar e aproveitar.
But it was a really long area, and it was one of those where just walking in the sand was enough to aggro Pokemon on you.
Oh no.
Except for, since the game was made in Game Maker, it's not particularly complicated. So instead of just being only on the sand, it's literally everywhere. So
you didn't have some kind of repellent on
I
you?
did have repel, I just don't like using Repel unless I really need to.
Yeah.
So like the only times in Pokemon games where I will generally use Repel.
Certain caverns.
No, actually, caves tend to be pretty good experience as far as I'm concerned. I will specifically use. Repel when I'm when I'm surfing, and it's like nothing but tentacles or tentacruels.
True.
Because I
true.
abso-freaking-lutely hate Tentacool/Tentacruel. They're not fun Pokemon to fight. Because for a while I couldn't use grass against them, and they're really only weak to electricity or psychic, from what I remember, and I always hated that.
Oh, that's because of the poison that they have.
Yeah. And it's not particularly enjoyable fighting them. What was that? Why is there extra lightning going on? I have no idea, but that was really effective.
Super effective.
But, so I specifically remember, you remember...
Remember to heal her up.
Is she? Yeah, she's kind of injured. Problem is, this guy's probably going to be dead before we get the chance on that. It's not a big deal, honestly. Why is there extra lightning going on? I have no idea, but that was really effective. But I think it was in, Are we only getting attacked by one dude here?
No, it was 3 of them.
It's 2 or 3. Okay. It was Pokemon Silver. It was on the way to...
It was only 2.
It was on the way to where you get Shuckle. Do you remember vaguely where that is, or no, not really?
I remember. There was a little boy in a house, and he wanted to trade you Shuckle temporarily.
Yeah, so, that, like, the going to that specific island, I took one look at the Pokemon list because I had the guide, and I was like, no, just nah, and only would repel every time I went through there. Because cave Pokemon tend to be weak to grass or water or something like that.
I really didn't like doing caves when I'm trying to solve puzzles, though, specifically the rock puzzles.
Yeah.
As opposed to
I haven't been having that problem as much lately because they don't bother to do those in Pokemon Uranium, which is a fan game. Like there's no puzzles, and that's actually kind of appreciable. But yeah, no, I will admit, yeah, trying to do the rock puzzles or rock puzzles on ice was never particularly pleasant. Is he landing? No.
Was it possible for you to have been attacked mid-slide? I don't think so.
No. No. In fact, you couldn't get attacked on the ice at all. You'd only get attacked on the snowy patches, from what I remember. So the ice was kind of a weird safe spot. It's been a long time ago, though. Oh, I missed.
Well, she's on the ground, so that's why she probably missed.
Well, no, but Amon had shot, but I stopped paying attention. I probably shouldn't have this, but I've got Twitter open on the main monitor, and every once in a while I'll look over and be like, oh, shiny, and then I go back to looking at it. Specifically, I like looking at whatever, like, developers will have. Because there's some, like, really cool games incoming.
Okay. This goes down to the burning desert.
That goblin took off with the handle. After him.
So they're just sabotaging their own equipment to prevent you from progressing?
Yeah, I guess.
And now you have to do the windmill over again if you want to get back in there.
I mean, there might be a separate thing entirely. I don't know. I really, really want, like, a fruit that I can... Or maybe not a fruit. I want the... Oh.
Is he just supposed to lead you along?
You sassy little goblin jerk. Is it boss battle time?
Or a cave?
Or...
And...
boss battle time.
A king goblin.
Knew it was gonna happen. And then we go into the cave and fight. Surrender as slaves, or Gob King and his goblins will cut you into pieces.
Uh-oh. This is bad.
I know. Introducing yourself in third person? Pretty lame. Hey, big guy. Did you take Taika? Where is she?
Silence, insolent fools. God King will teach you. Warriors of King, attack!
Time. Oh, that's you.
Time to show your true colors, girl.
Right. Beside you, scavenger. I put the comma in the wrong spot in that sentence. I thought it was going to be a right
You kirked it.
something.
You kirked it.
Kirked it? You mean like, right, beside you,
Yes.
scavenger.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's hamstring him. Can I hamstring him? And he's slow immune. Well, that
William
sucks.
Shatner was at Boston Comic-Con,
Oh,
literally yards away
ow.
from me, and I never knew. Because I was at an artist alley table.
Okay, this hurts.
I should have tried, but
Okay.
I couldn't have waited in line all
Fun
that time
fact,
to get a signature.
can't melee this guy. Fun fact, don't need to. He hurts, though. He hurts real bad. Let's see, is he on fire? No, that's rage. Okay, let's change stance. It's confusing. See, I thought he was going to summon minions to fight for him. Then it didn't. I'm confused by that fact.
He did exclaim, you know, my goblin warriors.
Oh, that
Tear them to pieces.
Probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, but he's just doing all the work, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna switch her to trap mode. Yeah. Wait.
That was just a counter of some
Oh.
sort. And she's bleeding by the looks of it.
Yeah. Not too worried about it. She's not gonna die in one. Please just keep hitting Olia. Damn. Okay. So we'll mark target again. Okay, this hurts.
Ouch.
Not too worried about this. Never mind.
And she's down.
Yeah, so apparently if you attack him in certain means, he will counter you. Well, I guess I'll pick her back up in a bit. Anyway, taunt. That's the trick that we're trying to do here. Aggro immune?
He smashed the
What
two
the-
other characters that he could
What's
have.
the point of having a character with taunts if you can't aggro the boss?
I don't know if I've ever seen taunt work effectively in this game.
I have...
Wait, did you just hit Nart
He
with
was
your...
confused. This is annoying. I mean, we're probably not going to lose to the guy. We might, actually. I don't know. He's just kind of frustrating to
Well,
fight.
everyone else seems to be at almost half health, except for Ive, who's down for the count.
Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, let's do this. Oh, and because Ive isn't getting back up. Actually, let's do ability, stabbing strike. I can't hit him, right? Good. Okay, items, case of list, Ive.
Now
He's
he
gonna-
has 2 strikes.
You.
And he's going right after Nart.
Well, actually, he did a double smash all.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. And then it also got Ive again as well.
It's just frustrating. We're gonna probably lose this fight because they're murdering each other.
It seems
Wait,
odd, though.
We saved... Oh no, I might actually be stuck in this boss fight. And they're all confused, which apparently makes them just super jerks. Okay, let's try super veteran.
Well, I thought you had to run up the hill past, with that other goblin, so...
Let's see. Is he immune to a super aggro? Yep, aggro immune. Did that actually do damage to him? It did. Alright, I'll give it that.
You're not bothering to try to bring everyone back up health-wise?
I should. I think I'm just angry. Like...
Is there any way to get rid of confusion?
Death, mainly. He's gonna smash all. Nope, he doesn't smash all. The one other problem is all of my healing is garbage now, because...
Nart hasn't improved his abilities, you mean?
Yeah. And we also, like, Healing Balm Plus is only 200 HP. And he does just that amount of damage, and now he's gonna do another smash for...
Ouch.
Yeah. Okay, let's start going through this. I mean, the thing is, like, if I lose here, all I have to do is just go back.
None of his spells were a regen for everyone?
We have to have Ive alive for that to work. I'm just gonna set the boss on fire.
I mean, he is down.
Yeah, I'm getting him. It's just slow. And kind of annoying. Because it feels like, you know, I was prepared, I had an interesting idea, and then...
It falls flat on its face.
Yeah, I really hope...
And kills her again. As soon as she's resurrected. And everyone is... Whew.
I am so salty right now. And watch him kill Nart. Nope.
No.
He almost
Barely.
killed Nart. Like, it feels like my best solution here is to go farm a truly comical amount of... Okay, you know, I'm just gonna switch to this. And just use her as dedicated healing. I can't blast.
Well, that's because of Eamon, I know.
I'd love to blast, but I really need to get healed up. So
And he took away the health that you just gave yourself.
Yeah!
Pretty much.
But, like, if I didn't do that, we'd just be straight up dead.
No, I know.
Okay, let's do regen on Nart. We really need to bring Ive back. Please just attack Olia. Or that. Or, okay. Kiss of Liss. Don't smash all. Oh.
She's actually gets an attack.
She gets a turn!
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's alright. I mean...
Healing Balm on Nart. If we're lucky, we can get Nart's super regen here. Stop hitting Nart. Nart
yeah,
is...
a taunt would have been better, but it looks like he's incapable of being aggroed.
Yeah. Which is frustrating. Because, like...
Wait, you regened her?
Yeah.
Well, at least Eamon can't mess up healing,
Okay,
right?
Ice Trap. The problem is he has this weird, dumb,
Hey,
ridiculous...
did you put Confuse on him?
No, I used Ice Trap on him. But he's got this move called Counter Boost.
Also,
where if you...
Ive is...
Yeah, if you hit him in any way, shape, or form, he fucks you up real hard. That's why I'm not doing anything here.
Don't say words like that.
I'm angry. Because I literally have a character that's supposed to tank shots, and she's useless in battle.
Ooh, wait, the bleeding was a critical?
Yes,
Wow,
the bleeding was a critical.
that's interesting. I've never seen a damage over time move
I've never seen that
critical
either.
on a single...
Stop hitting Ive. Start hitting my tank. There we go. Okay. We're really low on healing pluses. I'm gonna have to just sit there farming vegetables forever. So I might not even have enough money for it.
Whoa, she fire trapped Nart in her confusion.
Yeah. It's impossible to get this guy to set on fire, too. Okay, regen on Ive. I guess I could have cured the bleed, come to think of it. Just hit Olia. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah. We're almost to the point
If
where...
she was just able to counter everything, that would have been great.
Yeah! I would have actually been able to use some, like, level of tactics here as opposed to just all of my healing items forever. Fuck it. Thunderfist, she's gonna go down anyway. Because he
Yeah.
has this, like, ridiculous counter bullshit move.
A counter strike, yeah.
And it's just like, oh, you hit me in melee
He's
to
just
try and
a
use one of your
smidgen
tactical
of health
abilities.
left.
Well, we don't feel like letting you do that. Go Nart, smack him one. At this point, I'm gutsing it. We should probably be fine. I'm just
Yes, finally.
rankle. Healing palms. I mean, we get some stuff.
Well, I've leveled up. Does that mean that she's healed?
Okay,
or-
we're going back. I'm done with this. We need grinding. We need HP.
Well, you need to save.
We also need to save. Okay, so I did grinding. Whenever I play an RPG, if I'm like feeling particularly grumple about anything, I just go off and do like grinding until I'm like, all right, I can do things now. I also opened up that chest. It had like a talent or two and a seed for water, like a water plant, which I can't do anything with yet because I don't have the recipe for it. So I've currently got like 100 water things just sitting around doing nothing. Ooh, like this.
Ah, so this is the interior of the mine then.
I fell off the mine track. Yeah, we're in the interior of the goblin mine shaft. Though, is it just a singular It's just a singular goblin.
Yep, that is.
He's so dead.
Now,
Like, he
I noticed
stands
that
no
some of
chance
the
here.
goblins, I don't know if they're wearing hats that have horns in them or they actually legitimately have horns.
Yeah, I don't know about this guy.
Because some of them have just been wearing goggles above their eyes.
My bet is it's a fashion thing. They see the flyers and they're like, we want that too, and the flyers are like, no, this is our thing. And then she's like, well, okay, I guess we'll just wear this weird horn hat thing. Okay, let's see if I can do this.
Well,
Give me a second. Yes.
oh, you wanted all of them then.
Yes, I think we have 5 attacking us. So, the reason why I want to attack all of them is twofold. One, I
Well,
want to fight
2 of them have Gatlings.
Yes,
That doesn't look
3
good.
of them have Gatling guns.
Oh, 3, yeah.
Yeah, hard to tell immediately.
Are they listening to music or
Yeah,
something?
they are. Like, it's
'Cause
weird.
They have headphones
They
and
have headphones.
they're waggling their heads.
I also have to give them credit, or the developers credit.
They're
The headphones
staggered.
actually, well, but also the headphones actually match the character model. If you notice, like, the headphones are over kind of the base of the ear. I cannot tell you how many times, I guess in anime or games or whatever, where they've got, like, the character with the animal ears, you know? And their headphones go down to, where mine currently are. When they have, like, dumb cat ears on the top of their head, and it's like, how are you listening to music? Do you just listen to it through your face? Is that how this works now? And
I do find that supremely annoying, though.
Oh, yeah.
Every time everyone gets hit by the Gatling.
I will admit, after my complaints last session, might have been this episode, might have been the no, it was last episode because staggering. After my complaints about the music being repetitive, I'm now just listening to OC Remix on my own. I feel guilty about it, but it's variety and it keeps me like a little bit more awake. Also, sound effects. I don't know.
Oh, Narc got a critical on him, but
Yeah. Nart's getting better as a healer. He now heals for 138 per tick, which is better. It's a lot better, honestly. Though I really wish he had like a solid multi-hit move or something.
I actually like the design of these goblins because they don't have necks.
Yeah.
So it seems like they just have this barrel-like, almost frog-like body.
Yeah.
Whereas I never liked it how goblins had the really tiny thin necks and then the massive heads with the noses and such.
Yeah, that never really made a whole lot of sense to me either. I really hope I actually do get some AoE moves at some point. This is stupid. Why? That one goblin just would not die. I don't know if you noticed, but I missed him like 4 times. I'll just finish them off. Like I'm trying to weaken them down so the weaker characters can get the finishing blows. Except for then it just never happens. We are getting to the point where the enemies actually don't do a whole lot of damage to me either, which is kind of nice. If you've noticed, it's... Do we do this? No, we'll leave this for the next fight. We have Super Mage.
How far did you level them?
Just 1.
Just 1 level each?
Yeah. Yeah, the reason why, by the way, I was gonna say, the reason why I was trying to pull as many, yeah, so they went from 7 to 8, and I guess I've gained 2 levels, I think. I don't know. The reason
She started at level 5 when we got her.
Yeah, the reason why I've been pulling as many enemies as I possibly can is it actually gives you a straight up EXP multiplier. So like, say each goblin is worth 30. You fight 1 goblin at a time, it's 30. If you fight 2 goblins, it's 120. And so on and so forth. So it's in my best interest to fight
as many as possible.
Everything, whenever I can. Because it effectively means stupid amounts of EXP. Makes power training really, really fast in this game.
Yep. So 1 flyer and then 2 brawlers.
Yep. Let's see.
We can't see his HP though because it's just too high above the screen.
I usually just hit them until they die. Let's do Regen S.
And it is like that on your recording as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think you can see a little bit more of him on my recording.
No.
If you notice, you can see a little bit more of his goggles. Like you can always see just a little bit, but hardly matters. But yes, no, I may end up over grinding in this game a little bit, but considering how often I find myself stymied by the boss fights.
Oh, they have tails too.
Oh yeah, they do have like little wiggly tail things.
I didn't realize that.
It's really weird looking, honestly. Also, next time we fight one of those goblin chain gunners, pay attention to its death animation.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll do another regen. Not that I need to, but still. Its death animation is particularly special in my opinion.
Why, do they lift a rocker hand before they perish or something?
No, actually. It's more so that there isn't. So when we kill this guy, pay attention to like how he kind of like fades out of existence.
Oh, okay.
So let's just shoot him. So if you notice, he kind of like
falls backwards.
Yeah, but he's also like doing this weird dissolve thing, which is really weird and creepy. Lift handle. Oh hey. Oh hey, there's the water blast and healing. Healing ++. Good. We desperately needed that before the last boss fight. Oh, interesting. You can see kind of out of the level there.
So that's the end of the mine?
Yeah.
So where's Taika? Unless this is the wrong mine.
Remember they took Taika down the elevator, but we needed the elevator handle.
Oh, right. So this is the handle that we just acquired.
Yeah. So all we have to do is run back out and plug it back in and take it out.
Plug it in.
I might have to open the elevator back up because it was closed for some reason, too. But also, that doesn't really matter too much.
Oh, I like those statues and the little hovels, houses.
That's not a house. That's, Wait, what? Oh.
Use? Is that gonna smash
it's gonna
something?
smash into the door.
Kaboom. And it
That
landed on the wheels again.
That was a little awkward, but it works. Okay.
And I suppose they couldn't animate all of the rocks splishing out either.
Nah. Would've... I mean, they could've, but it would've taken time and effort that they didn't want to spend. Okay.
That would have actually required a physics engine of some sort, too, if they wanted it to look accurate.
Yeah. I was gonna try and show, the chain gunner goblins, but it's okay. There's a group of 7 goblins directly over to the left that I was farming against specifically. It's a very good experience. Anyway.
No sign of Taika up here. They must have taken her down to the desert with a lift.
Don't worry. Well...
Uh-oh. Oh, is it that lady again?
It is that
and
lady.
A really cool chimera creature.
Yeah.
Amon Barros, give us the ancient artifact.
What? No, we found it. Who do you think you are?
It belongs to the righteous of the old idols.
You're an Adirian. You have no claim to Zabirum treasure. The Owl Tide will take good care.
Enough talk. Finally, someone agrees with me. Enough talk. Get out of our sight. May the idols show mercy on you. Kill them.
You're an Adirian. You have no claim to Zabirum treasure. The Owl Tide will take good care.
Enough talk. Finally, someone agrees with me.
All right, let's see how well my overgrinding
I think
works.
I've changed my posture. It's actually really hard to sit back in the chair and voice act. That, and I also need water. Also, she's an archer.
She is.
Simorg?
Oh, looks like the Simurg is kind of a healer, but also a jerk. Let's do Super
Well, I think it's a
Blaster.
cool creature. One of the better designed hounds I've seen.
Drowning.
So I wonder what her, what were they called again? No, Nemidians, Demians, whatever he said. It started with an N. So they're actually a
Nadirian.
so they're actually a separate faction from the Wave, then, right? Because she
Yeah.
was talking about the old idols.
Okay, Taunt S. I guess in retrospect, this isn't going to work with the... what? Agromune. What is this?
Most boss characters are aggro-immune.
Freaking... Ah! I hate it. Why? Why give me a character with aggro and make everybody aggro immune? The Watcher behaves... Yep, slow immune too.
What? Did she?
I don't know. She singled out Nart.
Well,
I
she
guess.
flipped her bow up into the air and swished her hair. All in one go. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And then caught her bow on the way down.
That was a very
Very
Fire Emblem-y,
sassy.
like... Oh, you haven't really seen a whole lot of Fire Emblem.
No, I haven't. Well, I haven't especially seen the 3D Fire Emblems.
It doesn't really matter which Fire Emblem it is. Whenever a character would, like, do his crit, they would do, like, a swish or a whatever.
Some kind of flourish, as they
Yeah.
would call it.
And that most definitely was, like, a Fire Emblem-y swish. She's just abusing the shit out of Nart, which, to be fair, just got her hasted.
I mean, killed the healer, right?
appreciate it. Also, fun fact, you can burn and drown a person at the same time. Well, yeah, she really... Oh, right, she singles him out for X amount of time. I guess that makes sense. Luckily, she doesn't do nearly as much damage as his Gabo jerkwad from last time.
Oh, you mean the Goblin King?
Can I play as Nart yet?
Man, now I'm just thinking of Labyrinth. Except that Goblin King was nothing like a Jareth.
Oh, and this sucks.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, we're also only glancing her, which is kind of weird and frustrating.
Do you have to use particular abilities? Like an ice,
No,
fire?
I've been trying most of my abilities freely.
She's singling out her now.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, she's like almost dead. Let's see if I can do that, actually.
Oof.
Can't hamstring. That's the Electro Lance. She should be weak. Yep.
Oh, there we go. That was a crit.
Yeah, I totally forgot to do the damage down.
Ooh.
No, it's okay. We've almost got her down, and we can heal.
Oh,
up.
I know. That's just she's probably gonna kill Ive in the mean. No,
Nah,
actually,
I got her.
the electrocution did it.
Yeah, and that was a lot of experience, actually. Nice. Okay, so we get blank talents and a bunch of these things, and quick step, and we learn how to make quick step. Cool. I love the character progression system here. It's so free, which is weird.
All right. Well, let's see what happens.
I love the character progression. Of course.
She just did the poof.
She was strange. See her clothes? She was some kind of... She was... Oh, wait, no. Some kind of cult from Nadir.
What artifact was she after?
One me and Uncle Benjo found in... They must have taken Benjo.
These people and the Great Wave soldiers? The Wave is a house of Suvia, the military force of North Zenit. Why would we work with Nadirians? This doesn't add up. Perhaps the people who took your uncle were dressed up as Wave soldiers.
This is all strange, but I'm sure we'll find Benjo. That caravan.
It was headed to the Konkylian plains, probably towards Suvia.
But Taika.
I'll find her by myself. You go.
How do we know this is not some trick? You're not leaving our side until we find that caravan.
Fine. Then you're not leaving mine until we find Taika.
Fine.
I'm short on time. Could you kids get it together? It all points through the burning desert, so let's go. Now.
Fine.
I'm short on time. Could you kids get
Okay, before we do anything, seeing as half my party is dead, we're gonna go back to Plumpet Island for a second. I know you hate management stuff, but I'll get it done quick. I'm not gonna sit there farming forever. I actually really like the management system in this game, though I kind of wish it was a little bit more open-ended. Like a lot of the progression is gated till you unlock this stuff.
That's the image.
Yeah, this is where the image is. So reduces the time cost of changing a stance. So by getting this, we can switch stances faster. There's an earth attack thing, which is useless because we don't have any. But yeah, that's where that was, and I want to see.
Oddly enough,
where
I
we got
find
quick step.
the chat text to be a little bit more difficult to read than the Setsuna ones. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. This is an indie game after all, and you are definitely going to run into issues like that. Let's see, she has 1 TP. I think I'm going to get her quick step. I'd love to get an ability node there, but I can't. And it sucks. And I guess I could put a stat node there and get the quick step later. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. The one problem I have with Ive specifically is she's kind of both a magic and a physical attacker, and it's a little awkward trying to shoehorn her in properly. I guess let's deal with everybody else and think about Ive last. So we got we got,
Well, you got the Master Health.
yeah, so we got her the Master Health. What's this one?
Slashing Wind.
Swing. A melee attack that inflicts
Oh,
physical slashing.
swing?
Yeah.
I'm too tired today.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I just saw the win part of the swing, and I'm like, the slashing wind. That sounds like a nice ability.
Ooh, hey,
No,
stun.
slashing swing.
Okay, so I can get everybody, almost everybody, up to the HP thing. Does this mean Nart has... Nope. Okay, who's still missing? So Nart needs a something. Honestly, I should probably give Nart a little bit of defense. Oh, geez.
How
yeah,
much
he
you'll
doesn't
be
have
able to
any.
fill this by the end of the game?
Ideally, the full thing. I wonder if we get some, like, higher-end talents at some point, too. You know, like, Armor 2? That'd be nice. Well, one way or another. Yeah, he had 10 armor, so we should probably start boosting that up. And seeing as we don't have anything like this, I guess I'll just get her... What do you think? Attack? Or... Yeah, probably. Her traps are kind of useful, but it feels like her ammo is going to be better across the board. Plus it nets her a little bit of magic and gets her marked target. I do wish she had some unique abilities, though. Okay. And the last thing we want to do... collect our vegetables.
Veggies.
Yeah, so they level up. If you notice, there's like a little green...
Did they get larger when they level up?
Yeah, they do. I think they do anyway. Yeah, they do. That one just leveled up and grew a little bit. Let's see. Now, did I get another seed? No, but I did get recipes. So let's quickly bop back in. What I want is to get the shock plant thing.
It has one of the grass rooftops, too.
Yep. Okay, so we've got... Wait, what?
I think people have tried making houses like that in some countries, and they do it so it keeps the place cool.
Oh.
During the summer, I think.
This is actually really good.
And warm during the winter. I suppose if you had a bunch of earth sitting on your roof, it wouldn't really matter that much, huh?
Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. So apparently instead of mild Lyrose petals, we need full Lyrose petals for Healing Balm Plus Plus, but that's 500 HP, which is super useful. The other thing I need is Shock Roots, but I can't do that either. Okay. I guess for the time being, I'm just going to load up on Water Blasts, Fire Blasts, and I guess I'm out of Spuds. Oh, we also have like 78 Lances, so that's not a big deal. And last thing is, before I forget, we need to stop by the hut and
hey,
rest.
something's already ready to be harvested.
Everything is. Plants grow so fast in this game. Like, if you want to max out your ammo, it probably would take like a couple minutes. It's real fast. So I could like walk back into the building, come back out, and they'd almost immediately be fully grown. I'm sure the higher tier plants take more than a couple, minute or two. But that's something for a different... That's something we will find out way later. Okay.
Alright, so we still have to save Taika.
Yes. Yeah, that entire rigmarole was just so we could get the elevator working. Nothing more. Let's see. So, oh, right, we didn't even take the elevator down. We just had that second boss fight. How was 2 boss fights mushed together real fast? Let's see, and... Okay, good. It is open. It looks like it had, like, closed shut on me.
It was doing the animation to dissolve again. I'm surprised that goblins built this.
Well, I mean, if they have headphones and are listening to music and have chain guns and flying contraptions, then clearly goblins are actually the most technologically advanced race in the entirety of this game universe.
No. Because think of the new wave. They have the ships.
Oh yeah, good point. House of Wave. Okay, come on. Not yet.
Whoa,
Fight everything!
I don't know about that.
Fight everything! I just saved. It's not a big deal, probably.
So we have a bunch of hounds, a larger bug, and then a Komodo dragon, essentially? Well, not a Komodo dragon.
Shimmer bugs, Barghests, and a green quadragon.
Quadragon.
Well, let's kill the Shimmer bug first.
Actually, the quadragon reminds me of, what do they call them? They tend to be orange and black. They live in the desert.
Oh.
They have a blue tongue.
Geckos?
No, they're big and fat. Gila monsters? No.
Lizard blue tongue. Fat lizard blue tongue. Fat blue tongue lizard. It is.
No, it's not that. It lives in Arizona.
Arizona.
Actually, just look up Gila monster.
Is it not this?
No.
Okay, Gila monster.
Yeah.
That's more of like kind of a blackish purpley tongue. But yeah, it does
but
kind of have the.
But see how they have the fat tail?
Yeah, they do have. Wait, what? Oh, I see. The other bug lifted off. I get it now. Yeah, I see the fat tail. You are not wrong about that.
I think my one cousin quote unquote adopted the one from the zoo. What you can do is at the zoo they have some kind of, oh yeah, those are bad bite wounds. They have a venom. So at the zoo you can, it's almost like, I suppose what I would call like a Patreon of sorts, where
you like sponsor the animal.
Yeah, you sponsor the animal to help pay for their food and housing and medical accommodations and stuff. And so I think my one cousin adopted one of the wolves, though I think all of those wolves have since died of old age, and now they have a new set of wolves there. But
she was supposed to counterattack all of them.
So
and didn't.
Her brother was looking at the list and said, I feel really bad for this Gila monster because no one has sponsored him. So he decided to sponsor the Gila monster.
That's fun.
I mean, it's one of the largest lizards that they have in the small displays. It was sort of like in the ape section of the zoo. They had an indoor area and a couple of terrariums just for the lizards. And so he was sitting in one of them.
Okay. I mean, luckily lizards generally, I wouldn't say have
too many needs.
Well, I was gonna say feelings to be hurt by
not having someone sponsor them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they allocate the money, I wouldn't say evenly amongst the animals. Obviously the larger animals that require more care would also require more money, but I don't know. I'd feel bad for an animal at the zoo that no one loved.
I mean, I definitely would kind of agree. It's just also one of those where it's just like, I don't think it cares too much. It has food. It is good. At least that's probably its thought-ish process.
I'm trying to think of all the animals at my home zoo and which one I would sponsor. I don't know. I never see the snow leopard as much as I want to. She's just always hanging out somewhere else or hiding.
How do you feel about fighting 10 things now?
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to your last fight.
It's okay.
Well, they're all beetles. Interesting.
Yeah.
And one decided not to fly.
Yeah. Not really sure about that. Probably gonna hurt a bit. It's just very good experience.
I really do like the otters. They're at least playful.
Otters are adorable.
I know. They're so active all the time. I'm trying to think of other animals that are perpetually active at the zoo. The polar bears when they aren't dozing. It's actually really fun to see them swimming. Remember the one in Budapest that didn't have any water?
That was such a confused and sad polar bear. I
think
felt bad.
I think they were potentially cleaning out his cage at some point.
But it was also like an 80, 90 degree day. Like that was not the kind of day that you
I think he was looking enviously at the, what was it? Were the seals or were they seals or did they actually have sort of beluga-y things? I remember that they may have had some kind of porpoise. Do you remember?
I do not remember very well, unfortunately.
I'm assuming it's sea lions though, but for some reason I remember that they actually had a larger enclosure potentially for a type of small porpoise. But they were in such close proximity to the polar bear, I could just tell that the polar bear was looking on enviously at that other watering area. Just going, I wish I had water.
It just... It wasn't polar bearing right.
Well, he was standing majestically on the rock.
But he was like kind of like...
He was
it looked
shifting
like,
around.
Yeah,
He
it
was-
looked like he was really uncomfortable, like he wanted to go somewhere or do something.
He wanted the water.
But like, he obviously couldn't, like, it really did look like he was gonna like just jump off or something and just gun it for water or something. I don't know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that they
Yeah.
got the water back.
I
for
mean,
him.
it was a nice zoo. I can't imagine that they would let their animals, you know, suffer for very long.
I just still found it hilarious how the sloth had crawled up and onto the walkway, and the zookeepers didn't really care.
Yeah, we were in the sloth enclosure, and there was just a sloth with its head just crammed underneath. I don't even remember. It was like kind of the banister thing.
Yeah,
And
it
we were
was
like,
laying on the
is it
on the
like-
walkway.
Is this like a problem? Should we like worry about this? And the zookeeper comes along and like starts tickling it, and it like pops its head out very slowly. And it's like,
So we got to stroke it a little bit too.
Fun fact: sloths not very cuddly.
Well,
I mean,
they have very wiry hair.
yeah. As far as like,
As I remember, the sloths that we saw had the cute faces rather than the derp faces.
but they had the cute derp.
Well, so you know how there's two type of sloth faces? There's the ones that are incredibly flat with the weird forehead, and then there's the ones with the longer noses. I think we saw the ones with the slightly longer noses, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's truly has been a while.
Well, we have pictures.
It's true. Thousands of pictures. So I'm running into this weird thing, just gameplay wise for a second, where every once in a while my characters get the ability to shoot twice.
I also got to pet a warthog because it was sticking its head through a gap in the fence, and I snuck a little pat on its nose.
I
probably
generally
shouldn't have
stay
done
away
that.
from animal noses. They're usually kind of gross.
Oh,
I don't know. It's like
did you like the hippo though? The hippo came over and opened its mouth.
I mean,
It's like, we're sorry, we don't have any food to give
it sounded
you.
like you just said, "Did you lick the hippo?" And I'm like,
What?
No.
No, did you like the hippo?
I mean, hippos are neat. Hippos
Except
are
they
also
are really
terrifying.
dangerous.
Oh, apparently those lower hanging beetles I could have been meleeing this entire time. I feel stupid. Ah,
Oh, we have more.
what?
Did all those respawn or are these new ones?
They might have respawned. Ah, crap. Well, how many am I fighting here?
Just those guys.
4. I weigh my options here because I get my super moves so I can hit like large groups of them.
I really liked the goats. The goat enclosure was really fun. Especially because they had tiny kids that we could pick up. And by kids, I mean goat kids.
Yes.
Not kid kids.
Shell just went around picking up Hungarian children.
No.
It was bizarre, but they didn't seem to mind.
No, we were talking about goat kids. And then you proceed, they had like a little watering hole. And
Yeah,
you,
well, they had like a water fountain, so you could like give them water and like you could buy feed and stuff like that. And so I got a handful of water.
Yeah, but you were dribbling it on them while they were sleeping.
Not sleeping. I just dribbled on them indiscriminately, and it was funny because they'd start sneezing.
Well, they would all waggle their ears and twitch their nose and shake their heads and make a little scuffing noise like, oh.
It was funny.
Finally, I convinced you. I'm like, one of these goats will want to actually drink water. Find one.
And
It was a cute
the answer
little
was
dark one.
pretty much, yeah. Probably could have gone to any of them. That
I
was a
really
fun
like
zoo.
it when you feed goats though because their little lips tickle. Oh, goats are so cute.
Okay, that's probably enough
Sorry.
pugilism.
Enough goats.
Never enough goats. Needs more goats. What's up with this
Whatever
section
happened
of the
to
desert?
that goat game that everyone was playing at one point?
Oh, Goat Simulator? It's a thing.
That was the one
This
where.
worries me.
Huh. Does Does it teleport you? Does it...
I hope there's a save shrine at the beginning of this, because I'd be pretty...
Ooh,
Or maybe I'm supposed to be
interesting.
here. Okay. The burning desert. This is cool.
Why are all these statues erected?
I mean, runes, I guess. I'm confused.
Oh boy, it sure is hot here.
You okay?
Nart! Nart!
Great.
Nart's just dead for the entire... Nart, can you hear me? Nart!
Amon, what happened?
You took a beating from Liss. Passed out, flat on your face.
Us hog bunnies aren't that accustomed to this heat.
Wait, is Liss some kind of sun goddess or something?
I guess so. You'll be fine. We just have to stick to the shade from now on.
Where's Olia?
She left. Said she couldn't be bothered waiting.
Oh. Oh well. I guess we'll do without her.
Let's find Taika and your uncle. They're somewhere between here and Suvia. Just remember, Nart, we stick to the shade.
Olia left the party. Ah.
So we have to
Stupid.
go from one statue to the next before we burn.
Yeah, looks
Does it
like
actually have some kind of timer or indication that you are going to start burning?
Yeah, the screen definitely was getting a lot more
Orange. Where's the next statue?
like... It's that bridge. Looking thing. Whatever this is. But yeah, if you notice, the screen gets like stupid orange looking.
Yep.
And we start slowing down a bunch. Yeah. And then we have to wait for everything to cool down.
Oh.
Neat mechanic.
That is an interesting mechanic. What happens if you get caught in battle halfway there?
Probably...
It just stops things.
Yeah. Be interesting if it actually got worse over the course of the fight. At least the fight seem to have been toned down as a result. Oh, interesting. It switched up the party and put Nart with Amon again. Whatever, that's fine. Part of it is...
Huh, it used take off.
Yep. That's actually not so bad, though. Because you get talent points for maxing out your relationships between the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And so by switching the party up a bunch, I get a bunch of extra talent points when I normally wouldn't. Which is kind of a nice trick. Okay, do you want to do Super Scout? What? Oh, interesting. She actually has her combo skill. Like her teamwork skill, despite the fact that they're not currently paired.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I don't know why. That's really weird.
It's too bad that you couldn't form connections with the people that are immediately next to each other, regardless of if they're in pairs, but...
Yeah, honestly, usually I like the connection thing to be more attached to, like, choices in gameplay, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really hope at some point over the course of the next year or so, we get the chance to play through Xenoblade Chronicles, like the original one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little side questy, but it's got a great system for, like, you know, the characters have, like, heart-to-hearts that you can find all over the world. The problem is the game is super non-linear after a certain point, which always surprises me. Wait, what? Okay.
Wait, you switched stances?
I'm switching her to Super Scout, seeing as she has access to it. Oh, interesting. So despite the fact that Olia is out of the party, Ive and Nart are actually still paired. Because if you notice, she's in Super Scout mode.
Well, I noticed that their stars were between each other rather than Eamon's, so...
Yeah. Just an interesting note. I hadn't realized. Well, it works for me. This is how we get all the healing done. I actually rather enjoy the super system. I just wish it was a little bit more common. Like, instead of getting 5 charges, I just wish it showed up 5 times faster. If that makes sense. Let's see. There we go.
No, isn't a Barghest or a Barghast an actual creature?
Not an actual creature, but...
Well, by actual creature, I mean a mythological creature.
It's a common
that has
mythological
been
creature.
established.
Yeah, it's, Barghests are totally like a D&D thing. Let me look it up. Barghest. Yeah,
well,
there you go.
They always...
That's the D&D one. It's like kind of weird vampire demon dog.
Okay.
I guess they're in Shadowrun too. That's the D&D one. It's like kind of weird vampire demon dog. There are too many video games, and there's not enough time in a given day, week, month, year, whatever. Well, I guess we'll just fight this one. I was gonna try and pull both of them for speed and efficiency, but I guess here we are. Okay.
I just see the desert as being a tad long and tedious, so if you can avoid some fights, or not intentionally, but if you do happen to avoid some, it's not a good loss, a great loss, I mean.
I try and do all of, like, I try and do big, long, occasional fights than many small ones. I hate many small fights in every game, just because it's kind of like, you know, I'd rather the challenge of, like, trying to pick them all off and, like, deal with the battle and stuff like that, then...
This almost reminds me of V-June in Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy.
Oh, with the desert worm that would...
No. Well, I mean, that was a fun mission, too. That one you had to... It was like Tremors, where you had to stay on objects rather than walk immediately on the sand, lest you... Oh, okay. So you didn't perish there, you just saw the caravan.
Blasted! Why, you stinking piece of furniture? I'll drop you in the deadly saltwater cave. Oh, shut it, you.
Oh.
Quiet, you beast. Friggin', fraggin', froggin', waggin', desert blah.
Oh.
Shut it! Yes. It was a stupid idea heading out with these wheels.
Oh.
Shut your ugly mouth.
That dragon doesn't sound right. Taika!
What do you want? Scram! Get lost!
Taika!
You've made a big mistake. Shoo! Gribbleneck isn't afraid of riffraff like you. Get lost! Mr. Gibbleneck? Yes, be afraid, be very afraid. Go back to where you came from. Huh?
Oh.
Yes, be afraid, be very afraid.
Oh man, it's an eat I crushed.
I think my voice for that thing is very appropriate.
I really thought they should have animated it just nomming on him. Why did they just have him get crushed underfoot?
I don't know. Because why not? Okay, regen on Amon.
It just reminds me of a...
He will not stop setting us on fire.
Started raising the Tyrannosaurus Rexes and such, and they escaped one day because the electric fence failed, and they started throwing patrons up into the air and devouring them until my SWAT team could intervene, but... that tail just looks so... It looks like it should be fluffy even though it's scaly.
Oh, what? It lost its, ammo weakness. That's annoying. Butt shakes!
It is an adorable lizard.
It is cute, yeah.
I always like it when they add multiple eyes to critters.
Oh, Nope, I have no idea what scale
Because
shape
there are
is supposed
6
to do.
on that one. Whoa. Smack.
Ow!
That tail whip hurt.
Well, it's almost dead. And we get a save shrine right here. Levels.
A core and a fang. Taika, thankless you're okay. Woof.
Taika? I thought... She's a dog?
She's a storm dog. What did you think?
Nothing. No, didn't think.
I was so worried, girl. Oh, woof, woof. Yes, sorry. I was a fool in the skies. I won't do anything that stupid again. Promise. Thank you for helping me, guys. We'll help you find Uncle Benjo. Suvia is likely our best bet, right?
Well, you're a great wave pilot. You should know where your people would take him.
Come on, Eamon. Listen, I don't have a clue as to what happened to your uncle.
The capital, it is. Onwards. We'll find him in no time.
Okay, Taika joined the party.
I thought it was interesting that they put periods after each of those words there. It was supposed to make it so that she stressed each one of them.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, people kind of do that when they talk, sometimes. You know, if they're really trying to, like, stress a point or anything. Let's go heal first, come to think of it. That big lizard was actually kind of painful. So all we have left as far as lacking party members is getting Olia back, obviously. But also we got a robot somewhere.
Olia doesn't seem too interested in our endeavors.
I think at some point she'll not...
She'll bop back in.
She'll probably stop being such a jerk at some point. Eventually. Probably.
I was gonna say more of a loner.
Yeah. Oops.
Many of those are already watered.
Yeah, well they retain a little bit of their water between. I wanted to see if I could get that to grow, but whatever. Oh, let's do a little bit of management here. Actually, let's take a look at Taika.
Taika.
Flame Dog Taika. Yes.
Ooh, I like this color scheme a lot more.
Yeah. Looks much cooler. So she's got mostly resilience, so... Magic and resilience. What does she... What? Magic defense to the party. Max health. Raises target's battle bond rate. Elemental damage over time based on elemental knowledges. Elemental knowledge can be gained through the learned abilities or elemental master traits. Okay, what's Taika? Whoops. Taika with Amon. Beast Friends. Max health by 10%, not bad. Immunity to burning, not bad. Pausing pain. Magic defense by 25%. Boost burning by 20%. Earth and fire damage by 25%. Oh, interesting. I wonder if Amon after a certain point starts learning, like, earth magic. Maybe. Let's take a look at Taika's abilities. So, Elemental Absorb. Immunity to a single elemental attack of
Well, I
fire,
noticed that
ice,
each character seems
water,
to
earth,
have a
electro,
weakness.
air.
Wasn't Amon's fire?
Maybe? Elemental immunities depend on Taika's equipped talents via knowledge of elements. Taika starts with knowledge of fire and knowledge of water. Oops. And then Taika also has Bite, Fire Breath, Sixth Sense, and Water Bomb. Seems fun.
I thought that she was a storm dog, though. Did changing the skin change her ability?
No. Those are just her abilities. The skins are purely cosmetic. Well, I guess I have a talent to throw at Amon, unless... Okay, good. I can fit stuff in here. Honestly, I've been mostly pouring points into Might. Because that seems like the most useful thing for him. Love to actually fill out some of these, but I can't. Because I want to get to the Benjo, but we have to take the extraordinarily long side route here. What do you want to do? Let's do agility.
Chegou o Binomo, a plataforma mais conveniente para investir online. Binomo.
Experimente as 7 camadas do creme cracker mais vendido do Brasil. Vitarella, a marca número 1.
So 2 more levels, and then we get the Benjo connection. The last thing I want to check if we do Taika. So Beast Link, Battle Bond Generation by 20%, Magical and Howl by 5%, Soul Howl by 5%, Healing Spells by 20%, Magic absorbed by shields will be converted to 10% health. Heal spells have a chance to add an additional armory. Okay. And then Soulmates, speed stat, extra damage against beasts, extra electro damage, reduced electro damage, and critical strike chance and damage boosted. Yeah, so we'll have to see which ones are useful. But that'll be for later. Okay, last little bit. I'm just gonna grab my veggies. Make some things. I was actually hoping this game would have
At least
kind
they
of...
don't start singing.
Hmm?
Man, it reminds me of We Sing videos that I used to watch when I was little. And there was one called the We Sing Train. And they stopped off at this one farm. And there was a broccoli, a beet, a carrot, and a potato. And they all had a different taste of music. The broccoli liked opera. So she was always going like, broccoli, broccoli. And the potato was just, brown potato. Except that almost sounded like opera too. I don't know, maybe he was supposed to be a classical. And the carrot was country. And the beat was... maybe he was supposed to be... not hip-hop, because hip-hop probably wasn't around. What? How long has hip-hop been around? It hasn't been around since the 90s, right?
No, since the 90s? Of course hip-hop's been around since the 90s.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember
it was
the...
late 80s when that was made.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact start of the hip-hop movement, but it definitely was like a thing, even back in like the 70s.
But the thing is, the beat was only going red beat, red beat, red beat. So it wasn't... I think he was just being some kind of
I think
weird
it's more
percussion.
beat of like a drum.
The beat was only going red.
Oh, hey! I just noticed Amon, Nart, and I have 4 armory slots now.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's nice. They have all their magic. Well, not all of it. Maybe
So
they go up
these
to 10?
guys tweak to-
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh! AoE. Not great AoE, but still, looks like I'm gonna have to pump stats on him. Now, question. Fire Lance does not do a whole lot of damage here. Oh, makes sense. Actually, I probably should have maybe boosted the dog, I don't know. I also really liked that skin for Taika.
It would be immensely creepy if vegetables were sentient.
So there's actually a, not exactly in the same vein. I'm just thinking of a movie that I think came out recently.
Or the same vine.
Argentina 1244. This is Guadalupe Tower.
Shoot, who's the guy that always does the movies with James Franco?
1013.
I don't know.
But effectively, the movie's called Sausage Party. And it's about, like, you know, food
A bunch
from
of
a
guys?
grocery store.
Oh, no.
It's an animated movie. But
Oh, that one where the main character's a sausage and his love interest is literally a bun.
Yeah.
Like a hot dog bun.
And she has this kind of weird, creepy vagina face thing going on.
Hey. I mean, that's the crease in the bun.
Yeah, I know.
Still.
But that's exactly what they were, like,
I bet there's gonna be
for.
so many jokes of him wanting to get in there.
Probably. The weird part about it was that it was actually, like, apparently it had a fair amount of, like, religious commentary. Yeah, so the fire weakness, by the way, is a thing they
from the very beginning, weren't they all enamored with the idea of being eaten?
Well,
They're
no,
like, this
not
is our
being
destiny.
eaten, taken home, and, like, you know, it was
But
kind
they
of
were
this,
in the
like,
grocery store.
It was kind of this, like, basic, well, you know how, like, for religions, there's the whole, like, concept of, like, the afterlife. And so
Well, you mean like the Rapture?
yeah, so
Where everyone-
effectively the grocery store food is like, you know, we're going to get raptured. We'll be taken home. This is, you know, what we were made for, born for, whatever. And then
They find out that they're cooked
yeah,
and devoured.
then immediately like a potato gets peeled before them, and everybody's
Well,
like,
of
"Oh God,
course-
why?"
Of course, they're probably screaming because the potato is having its skin torn off. It is rated R, though, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
And
Well, nothing's gonna really happen to the bun up until she's peeled apart
That's an
with the
Omri
sausage
collector,
and
what?
then being devoured that way.
yeah.
But I mean, sausage would have to get grilled or boiled first.
Personally, I have little to no.
Interest in seeing it, of course. Of course.
I'm gonna try this. So apparently, the dog can learn, like elemental stances.
Estou em
from,
Guarulhos, muito boa noite.
from
Papá,
enemies.
papá, Juliette, estou
So
forte para
currently it
pisar no
just
final.
knows water and fire, but if
Papá,
you can
papá,
find something that's
Juliette,
like electrical,
Foxtrot. Boa noite, estou em
Ah.
Guarulhos, número 2,
we'll
agora
be able to learn
pista
electrical
0
stuff,
modo direito,
which is
altitude
actually
013.
cool.
Gente, 1013, aguardando autorização, Juliette, muito
Let's
bom.
see. But yeah, no, I heard it wasn't actually that good of a movie either, but honestly, like anything from those guys generally doesn't interest me. I guess This Is the End looked kind of funny, because it was a bunch of like party dudes in a mansion trying to survive the apocalypse or something.
Wait, well, but what kind of apocalypse? What instigated it?
I don't know. Like, I don't know nearly enough about the movie, which I feel kind of bad about. But effectively, from what I remembered,
Well, is it a zombie apocalypse? Is it World War III? Is it
I think it's like
disease? Is it famine?
I think it's like earthquakes, you know, no power, that kind of thing. I'd really have spent
So
no
is it
t-
natural disasters?
Might be. But all I remember specifically is that Emma Watson with like a fire axe breaks into the house and like robs them blind, which I thought was really amusing.
Oh, I think I may have seen a very short clip of a trailer for it.
With that in it, like that was the clip that sold me on it.
But I thought it wasn't Keira Knightley?
No, it was definitely Emma Watson.
Okay, because I know that there was a funny one that was coming out with her too.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. It did,
Papá, papá,
you just
Juliette,
get a double
Foxtrot,
attack though. That
202,
was
segue grau
really
4 knots,
strange.
pouso autorizado 09 direito.
I'll take it.
Pouso autorizado,
Just
Juliette,
don't
muito
understand
bom,
it.
09 direito.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna have to look that up now.
Comedy with Keira Knightley.
No. What's the movie called? End of the World? Or what?
This Is the End. Huh. Okay, it doesn't game over me. What am I supposed to do here? Shell?
Huh?
Oh, wait. Maybe...
You want to know where to go next?
Yeah. Maybe I have to backtrack for this one. Oh, I think I know where I need to go. Yeah, we got the red Omri attractor.
Oh,
but-
so we have to go to the central pillar to
Yeah.
activate it.
Because I'm also noticing there's a lot of... Yeah. Okay, I was wondering about that. Why we were sent over this direction for no clear reason. Also, nice part about this is
Oh
if
yeah,
you...
Emma Watson's in that. Wait, so it has Jonah Hill, Michael Cera. Where does Rihanna show up? Channing Tatum? Wait, is this one of those super conglomerate ones where they just have a mess of actors?
Yeah, probably.
Because it looks like there's over a dozen. It only got 6.7 on Internet Movie Database,
Papá,
but
papá,
83
Juliette,
on
Victor
Rotten
Foxtrot.
Tomatoes.
That's not terrible, comparatively. Like, I've seen
They're
movies
playing
that...
themselves too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if it works. I don't know, I like the idea of the occasional movie that's just, like, super goofy and almost overly referential. Bone Stag. Let's see, do we learn anything from that? The answer is no.
All they say is that an apocalypse of biblical proportions. So, what do they use? Do they use natural disasters, maybe locusts and stuff?
Not a clue. Again, haven't looked into it too hard. It just looked like something that was actually kind of fun.
Well...
Obviously not today. We've also got like a ton of other movies that I'd rather go through.
We still want to see the Warcraft
Yeah,
movie.
Warcraft, Kingsglaive. Honestly, it's also
Kingsglaive,
one of those where, like,
Fantasy.
I know you're kind of just taking this as like chat time, which is kind of fine because I'm just running around solving puzzles in a desert. But ultimately, I really would rather play a video game than watch a movie 9 times out of 10. Because I don't know, most movies just end up feeling short and disappointing. Whereas, like, usually with the video game, I'm pretty satisfied by the end. I don't know, it's weird. I guess the, like, trade-off point would be, like, Setsuna had a terrible ending in comparison to, like, most movies I've seen lately. But I think that's just because it's kind of an exception.
Wait, there's an unknown being? What?
Okay, enough movie synopsis time.
Sorry, I'll read that later.
Think I'll make it?
Oh no! Go almost there. Oh,
I almost
no.
made it. Huh.
Is that where you're supposed to be going?
No idea.
Because there's also a way to the right.
Let's guts it again, but if this doesn't work... Actually, yeah, it really doesn't look like I'm supposed to be going over there, unless I'm supposed to go... Yeah, I am supposed to get over there. Let's see if I can get out of the sun somehow. next to
No,
that
there's
thing.
no shade there.
Yeah, so we need to get over to the left.
There is a spot to the right, though, too. But... Wait, no, don't run out there. Go get in the shade.
No, we'll be fine. I'm just trying to use this camera. Oh, there's a treasure chest out there.
Yes, but you chose wrong.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just using this opportunity to get a look at what I'm doing.
Yeah, you need to stop in there.
Oh, right, as usual. Actually, let's try Taika. Maybe Taika runs faster in the desert.
Who knows?
Oh, right, as usual.
I mean, she made it.
I have a limited amount of evidence to work off of here, but I'm going to believe that
And you can probably get to the other one
yeah.
more swiftly.
It does
from this
actually
one.
seem like it's a little closer. Let's skip a little bit more. Go, desert dog. Lead us to freedom and our shade.
Come on.
Yeah, we got this.
Good. Now wait a little bit.
Obviously.
Now, do you have to go around or can you hop over?
I gotta go around.
You have to go around.
I can't jump. It'd be nice if I could jump, but that would take programming.
Now, do you have to go around or can you hop over?
And we made it. Alright. Of course, then I'm gonna have to make some kind of return trip here. But I guess if I've done it once, I can do it again. Also, I'd like to point out we started this session with Amon having 800 HP, give or take. Maybe
Oh,
he was
wow.
close to 1,000.
1,700?
Yeah, I don't know if this game scales ridiculously or what, but it's substantial.
Let's hope that you keep the charge.
I do. If you look, his wrist
His
is...
wristband's blue.
Yep.
Okay.
Bonsai!
I don't think that was the right way to go. You didn't take a tight enough turn. You didn't.
Bonsai. Nah, there's no way I could. I have to go back the way I came. Yep, wrist is still blue. I was just hoping there'd be like a. I'd somehow be able to guts it or something.
No.
Sometimes I can.
It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Now, can you make it from this one to the one before?
Probably.
As long as you don't trip up on a rock. Because I noticed that you did that the other times. Are you gonna really die just before? No,
Nope.
you made it.
We got it. This is actually a pretty well done system. Like, it's kind of awkward, obviously, but like, you don't generally run into this kind of thing. The last time I remember an area kind of like this was Final Fantasy X with a bunch of there's like lightning everywhere, and you'd have to like kind of dodge the lightning.
The trouble is now you can't see where you're going.
It's okay. There's not too much.
Oh, I thought you could change the camera angle. Could you?
Nope.
Or no?
Yeah, this game does not allow for that sort of thing. Sadly, I'm mostly just basing it off of guesswork and memory.
Yeah.
Also, if you notice, there's like rocks. I think the rocks actually serve as a pretty good indication of like where to go, because there's generally just empty sand otherwise. Okay. So what's this do? Probably just moves the shade.
That it does. Allowing you to go in that direction?
Yeah, I guess that short extra bit was enough. Well, I guess it's not that short, but still. Okay, and because despite the fact that they probably move at the exact same speed.
It's gonna be Taika.
Yep, we're gonna be Taika.
Did you already go to the one over the left?
Yeah,
you
that's where
must
we
have.
get the
Red one.
Red.
That has an incredibly small one.
It's okay. Doesn't need to be big. Just gotta wait. There's something about these requiring green, too, I'm noticing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's neat. I'm just appreciating playing an RPG that actually has puzzles, or some attempted puzzles. Because, I mean, we've played several RPGs lately. How many of them actually had, like, substantive dungeons or puzzles that actually were any good?
Yeah, well, yeah, this is definitely fun.
Because I don't...
Okay, so you have a lantern.
Like, Setsuna really didn't have much.
No, it was just maneuvering those platforms around in some of the dungeons.
Anything from that? No.
I've actually liked the music for this area.
Oh, I haven't been listening to it at all. Probably should. Just lazy. See if Fire Breath is any good. Oh.
Well, then what are you listening to
damn.
then? Something separate from me?
Yeah, I mentioned this at the beginning of the episode, or the session, not episode, because we've actually been going for a while. I've been listening to OC Remix this entire time, because the music was just too repetitive for me yesterday, and I couldn't deal with it. So I was just like, alright, I'm just going to listen to my own music and not have to think about it.
So you can acquire that, right?
Yep. So what's this do? Oh.
Oh, it makes those swing around? Do you have to go off to the right and the left?
No, it's just very temporary shade.
But there are towers and things. Off to the right and left sides, there's nothing there.
We could check.
Nah, but then you might die several times.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I'm down for checking, but...
Not that tower, though. It doesn't have any shade.
The one over on the left? It might.
No, it doesn't.
It feels...
No.
Well, if I get reset back, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we wouldn't make it anyway. These are purely visual flavor and nothing more. I think the point is those towers aren't supposed to extend out. They're just there for temporary.
So there was nothing to the right?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, I could check.
Nah, I don't want you to die again.
Let's check. But it's not like I'm dying. It's not like I'm taking permanent damage here or anything like that. Like, all this does is cost me a couple of seconds. Now, the entire point of this is these are temporary shadow things that you have to... It's like platforming, except for... with sunlight and burning to death. As long as we don't get that, like, awful, swimmy visual effect from Ark, I don't really care.
Oh, right, because you die of heat stroke in that.
Yeah, well, it's not exactly death from heat stroke, but there was this, like, really bad visual effect as you got closer and closer to heat stroke. And eventually it looked like you were playing with, like, crazy sunlight tunnel vision. And it was not fun to, like, experience at all. And then I realized, oh, I've got heat stroke. And then killed myself, and then it solved the problem.
Is that a chest?
Yep.
Or something?
Yeah, it's a chest.
Well, you got healing plus boss bombs.
Yeah.
Is that a chest? Or something?
Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this. I assume I am.
Going under that?
I don't think I'm gonna make it here. I don't know. Actually made it a hell of a lot farther than I thought I was going to. Uh-oh. Turns out that is a pathable object. Fun fact!
You will have to go to the left, though.
Yeah. Curious if there's a reason to go over to the left here.
Yeah, because you can't get back to that lantern.
Let's just double check that there isn't like a sneaky chest. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna have to go back because there's a lantern in the middle that I'm somehow supposed to retrieve. Oh, maybe the shadow from the swingy thing actually covers
It
like
does cover the spot.
halfway. Also, it looks like there's all three lanterns there. No. Okay. Ooh. I'm just gonna wait for this to come back. Oh yeah, you can even see, so I'm actually supposed to retrieve.
But where are you supposed to put them?
There, it's right there.
Oh, I see. A collector?
Oh, this is interesting puzzle solving. Reminds me of Tales of Symphonia puzzles. Not like any specifically. It's just like I am reminded of puzzles from that game.
That probably gets that thing ahead to spin.
Yeah, probably. Also,
I dislike deserts. That probably gets that thing ahead to spin.
Yeah. I kind of do too. I just like sand more than I dislike deserts. Sand isn't fun.
Sand is so coarse. Not soft and smooth like you.
I've never been less in love with you than I am right now.
What? For me quoting Anakin Skywalker?
Yes. I don't...
We were talking about sand. That was the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, interesting. It also turns on the flippy towers up ahead, too.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Red and blue for the spinny thing. Green for... Well, when I say flippy towers, I mean this, right here. Okay, shade. I do wish there was a little bit of a better indication.
A faster time.
Well, I was
Well,
gonna
a
say just
faster.
indication that hey, we're in shade. I'm gonna sit here.
Mm-hmm.
More shade than the opposite side, I think. So it feels like this one's extra bad. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
the speed is much slower than the others. But I could very much be wrong about that.
Neusaldina apresenta Dia de Churrasco.
Então você decide fazer aquele churrasco perfeito, com aquela picanha perfeita, naquela tarde perfeita e chega aquela...
Dor de cabeça! Para as dores de cabeça nas piores horas, chama a Neusa. Neusaldina, especialista em dor de cabeça.
Neuza!
How did Olia make it through here?
Oh, great soil. Whoa, what is that?
Ooh. Is it a golem?
Yeah, it's a golem. I think I even saw this in the trailer. Actually fighting this thing.
Whoa! It's different than the previous one.
I think I even saw this in the trailer. Actually fighting this thing.
Okay. Don't lose your fur, Hog Bunny.
I might have wet myself.
Wet or dry, get ready.
Don't lose your fur, Hog Bunny. It just barfs fire.
Why is it barfing fire? Fair fight. Actually, yeah. I'm prepped.
Oh,
for
you
this.
have to aim for its arms too.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
I wonder if disarming it, will actually prevent it from being able to attack you, except for its fire breath.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh shoot, I should have marked it. Come to think of it.
And sorry for the joke there. But-
Ow!
Right, which is why I'm saying take out the arms.
Wait, what? Can I not super mark targets anymore?
Maybe because this is a boss
Oh
monster.
no, I messed up.
Huh? You paired him with the wrong person?
No. Apparently, if you exit super stance, it gets rid of all of your super markers. Yeah. Alright, well this sucks.
Wait, what is it called?
I don't know, I didn't check actually.
It's like Shannon or...
I'll check shortly. This guy hurts. Okay.
Sharon.
Sharon, yeah. Sharon! Oh well. I do a ton of
hey.
damage to it, so...
Yeah.
Unless his face suddenly does a bunch of damage. It could happen. Let's see, learn nothing.
Learned nothing.
Yeah. I'm just giving it a shot on everything because I'd hate to lose something. You've never played Final Fantasy VIII, but in Final Fantasy VIII, your characters would learn spells and stuff from... It's called draw, but effectively what you would do is draw magic from your enemies, and then you'd have that spell.
Drowning? Why is... How could an arm be drowning? Weird.
It's just... It's like burning, but for water. What?
Well, can it no longer support its head?
Oh, I see. Yeah, so this is time for me to hit it as much as I can. Okay. So do we mark target, or do we just hit it?
Just hit
Let's
it.
just hit it. Let's see. It's fire breath. Which actually does a fair amount of damage.
It looks a little pathetic just squirming there.
Yeah. Let's see. haste aim on here. Oh, we'll be fine.
I didn't
Let's see.
expect it would be like this when we took the arms away.
Well, it can't support itself, so it's it probably has a certain amount of moves before it gets back up. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, and now it has its arms again too.
And it's got those floaty things. Were those floaty things there last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are its shoulders.
I don't know. It seems a bit different now. Maybe it's just me.
It seems awfully sluggish.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hey, its bracers have different symbols on them.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know if it means anything.
Fire and Lance.
So do you
Magic immune.
just want to keep hitting its head, or is it impossible to reach?
Its head is impossible to reach.
Ah. Ooh, ouch.
What?
Physical immune? How do you get through? You have to hit the other hand, see?
No, but I've hit that hand both times. They both have the same marker. Maybe I have to hit the face. Oh no, there it goes. So when it's in its upper mode,
So it is just immune and everything, and
yeah, it's like a super jerk mode that I guess I'm supposed to plan for or
no damage
something.
to the head either.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's do.
I really like the textural work done on it.
Oh yeah. Well, this game across the board has been really impressive from like a visual standpoint. Like I've been nothing but impressed with how it looks. Because whomever did the visual work, the painting, even the like character design and stuff, pretty dang good. So I'll just keep water blasting that.
Water blast.
Let's see, we've got enough time. I'll just have Taika
For some
use...
reason, is there some kind of water blast in Pokemon, or is it something else? Because I know that there's Hydro Pump.
I mean, there's a ton of different water moves.
Bubble.
Water Pulse.
Yeah, Water Pulse.
Surf. Trying to think. Water Gun. Might be what you're thinking of.
So there's nothing with blast at the end.
Not really. Let's see. So let's do Super Scout. Let's do Ice Trap. Almost takes that one out. Spud Blast. The sooner we take out these arms, the easier this gets. Probably? I don't know.
Well, yeah, the head isn't taking damage while the arms
Yeah,
are still
so we're gonna
in
have to knock him down again. But that'll be easy enough. And there's the regen we're looking for.
Whoa.
Yeah, it likes to hit me with its face, I've noticed. Okay. Oh, interesting. I still hit his arm for some reason. I wonder why.
Woohoo!
Well, that was fast.
Nice.
Bite the arm off. He's like, oh. Well. Yeah, so his goal here is to... His goal here is to... let's mark target first this time. His goal here is to, get his arms back up. But it takes a while. I should probably just regen Taika, though. Because if he does get back up, it's going to hurt.
Right. Maybe best to take off as much health as possible while we
Yeah.
can.
Well, to be fair, Nart does not do damage. He is awful. And there we go.
Woohoo!
Yeah, the damage weakness we do. Mark target is actually pretty good.
Bonds of battle.
Yeah, I think bonds of battle just increases your like battle bond charge up rate. You know, so like you make friends faster. Feel it?
The air.
The heat's fading. It's getting cooler. The desert spirit's power of the sands must have lessened. We can go out into the open desert now. Even you, Nart. Nart's like, I don't wanna.
So that was causing the immense heat?
Guess so. Nart's like, I don't wanna. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Earthlock. So
Wanderbots.
Blah blah blah. You're not a Wanderbot. You're a shell, like a crab shell or a turtle. You're like. Apparently this is too loud. You know you can say it out loud, seeing as this is going into the footage one way or another.
Sorry.
Shell's
it's
like,
just whenever we start up this game, the music is very loud.
Oh, those are
I would
cacti.
actually, I prefer it to be a little bit softer. Otherwise, I won't be able to talk over it during cutscenes.
The problem is we switch between this and where are we going? Is this the right place to go? I hope so.
What? Wait, it looked like you went into a cavern wall.
I know.
Ooh.
I'm confused. Scroll Road Desert. Okay.
Watch the monsters in here be incredibly... Oh, hey. An Owl-Tide Scholar.
Oh, finally. Thankfully someone shows up. I'm down to my last nail. You with the Owl-Tide, right, Hog Buddy?
Yes. We're with the owls.
Terrible things have happened in Scroll Road. The grotto's infested by... I don't even know. I couldn't stop biting my nails after I saw it. Crazy infected strangers. Out for my blood. I must reach Suvia. Any chance you and your friends can escort me through this nightmare tunnel?
Nightmare tunnel? I'm not sure we can.
Come on, Nart. Of course we'll help.
We got this. Just follow us. Freaking Nart. Utter coward. I'm not even sure if this is the right place to be. Hello. Hey, you. Seen any strange goings on here, have you?
His name is Wiggle?
Of course you haven't. The things I look for don't belong in this world. Keep forgetting that these goggles allow me to see beyond the veil, to the other side. Designed and built by Zabirum Industries. That's me. And, of course, my backers. But they're not what you call regular backers. I like to call them my silent partners. So silent, I can't find any of them. I think they might have crossed over to the other side. All part of an experiment that went horribly wrong. I just want to see them at peace. Our intention was to harness new energies, but to transform them into something dark. Something beyond. Please, help me bring them peace. Bring me their name tags, and I'll use the residual energy to make you something useful. Here. This From Beyond talent will allow the wearer to see my silent partners. Release them from their ethereal prison, I beg of you. The burden of responsibility can be too much, so unequip it when you don't want to see my silent partners. Bring me 25 name tags. I'll be here.
Whoa, what? So...
Okay?
In some kind of weird magical experiment, he warped them into... What? Maybe that's what the nightmarish creatures that were, frightening that one guy are. Except we have mushrooms!
They're not mushrooms.
Killer mushrooms!
They're salsa dancers. Question everything.
Salsa dancers don't wear hats like that.
Mushrima.
A mushrima.
Let's see if I've been doing some leveling lately. Oh yeah, I probably should have actually.
Are those eyes or just bizarre spots?
I don't know. They seem like eyes because they're kind of sparkly, but it's hard for me to tell. Oops. Wrong stance.
It's nice that they're not bobbing in unison. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Didn't I see this earlier? This is...
No, I think it was in World of Warcraft and other games.
Yeah, I know it was in, like, Guild Wars. I was playing something recently where all of the animations were synced up, and I was just like, ooh, that's not good. But I don't remember what it was.
It was during one of the cutscenes in Guild Wars when all the dwarves became stone.
Yeah.
And then they were all swaying back and forth.
That bit was atrocious. Also, apparently you can stack poison on somebody. I've noticed that you can I can't stack status effects on enemies, but enemies can stack status effects on each other and me. I don't know. I feel like they didn't balance this game right, or at least think of
Maybe
some
it
of
has
these
to be
things.
from different enemies. Like, let's say if you poison someone with aim
because all of my characters can't stack burning effects, from what I can tell. I've tried. And either the chances are just pitifully low, or something, it's hard to tell. There are some dogs out in the desert, actually, that I fought for a while.
Oh, so you decided to pair Taika with Ive?
Well, I maxed out Nart and Ive, so... Yeah, I've been doing some leveling to speed this along, because... Owie. See if we get anything from them. The answer is no.
What level are these creatures again?
I don't know, actually. I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. Let's see. I guess I'll just cure that. At least that gets rid of all of them. So there's silver linings and stuff. But yeah, so there's some dogs in the desert, specifically, that consistently keep putting, it's a damage boost on each other, and it keeps stacking forever. It's got a 3-turn duration, but they stack it on everything, and everything then proceeds to murder the hell out of me.
The one thing I dislike about dark caverns in games is that sometimes the glare from the screen is obscuring the image.
It's not great. Oh, you know what? I bet, yep.
Only she can see them?
Yeah, she has to be in the lead if we want to fight the companions.
What are they carrying? Just staves?
Yeah, they're like stave things. Okay, looks like we're about to get super stuff. Let's see.
Wait, Imrakul?
Apparently. Super Mage. I love Regen S. I really wish... I really hope at some point we get a team heal. We're probably not going to, but still. Yeah, I was wondering why we hadn't seen any ghosts yet. And there's our answer.
Yep, you need the special sight.
Possess. Oh, confusion.
Oh, he cast a confusion.
Okay. That's okay. These... Comparatively to the monsters in the desert, these guys are actually very weak. Which kind of comes as a bit of a surprise to me. But a welcome one, nonetheless.
Now, since that one guy said that he wanted to go to Suvia...
He's just
she ice-trapped Taika?
Yeah, well, she was confused. Yeah.
I know.
Wait, was there a...
Did they drop name tags, or was that...
yeah, it was Ghost Tag.
Mm-hmm.
At least I think it was Ghost Tag. So this will increase the amount of things we fight.
Yeah, these are the ones that had the image on it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm actually... Oh.
They have different
what?
hands, too. Look, some of them have crab claws, and then those other ones have a regular human hand, and then sort of the tentacle finger.
Infested cultist, infested drifter. So...
What are they infested with? Ooh.
Well, they're on the other side, so presumably everything. All at once.
For some reason, that's reminding me of that Disney song that Keith David's character, what was it, Dr. Facilier sings? I've got friends on the other side. You know?
That was Keith David that did... That was that voice actor? Wow.
Yeah.
Then again, I only saw Princess and the Frog once.
I've only seen it once as well.
And it was... It was like 3 or 4 a.m. finals week junior year, was it?
Really?
Yeah. Like right before we went to Croatia. And so it was like 3 or 4 a.m. and I just needed something to cheer me up while I did, was it sketchbook homework or something? Or a project? Or
Who knows?
I don't know. I was up super late.
We were always up late doing projects.
But it was actually to the point where I just desperately needed something to like cheer me up while I was working. And it actually worked out really well, because that movie was really cheerful.
I don't know. I still don't feel like it is on par with any of the Disney films.
It was pretty, and it had its moments.
It was animated well. I don't know. I wasn't too fond of all of their animal friends. I thought it was
No,
a cute...
ultimately I thought, yeah, it was shallow in comparison to every other Disney movie I've ever seen. But
I mean, also they didn't... Wasn't the prince supposed to be humbled by his experience? I mean, before he was just sort of playboy bachelor Prince Naveen, right?
yeah, I mean, at the very least, he valued what's her face.
It starts with a T. Is it Tina? Is it?
I don't remember.
Oh, come on! What's her name?
I don't remember. I also don't care too much.
I feel horrible now.
I mean, I could Google it right now if
I mean,
if
I
you
could
wanted me
Google
to.
it. But yeah, I mean, she's a legit Disney princess, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's interesting how, I mean, people like to discount Mulan and such because, well, she never became a princess. Well, it's true.
My problem is Mulan. Like, it's weird. Mulan, yeah, never became a princess, but she was also, of all of the Disney princesses, quote unquote, or Disney.
One of the most capable, yeah.
Yeah, she was the only one I was ever actually interested in, movie-wise.
Oh, so her name is Tiana.
Tiana, there we go.
I was close. I was thinking Tina, but yeah, there was definitely another syllable in there.
Yeah, I liked that movie because Tiana seemed relatively capable, comparatively. Like, I liked it better than Frozen, for example.
But when she turned into a frog, what did she do?
What did any of them do?
I thought they just had to make it to through the swamp and find someone that knew how to reverse the curse.
Yeah, nobody there did anything in that movie. But like,
except they did find a way, or did they even vanquish the villain, or did the villain do himself in?
He kind of did himself in, or wasn't it the bat that killed him, more or less?
Well, so what happened with him was, didn't he promise his evil voodoo compatriots to give them souls or something? But then they're like, well, since you couldn't deliver, we're taking yours.
Yeah, so he effectively bungled it himself, and that was kind of the end of it.
Right.
It was weird, and like, I still liked the movie, and I think it's probably worth watching, but
I can't remember much of it.
Oh, this is the way we came in. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember it at all. But then again, that's what happens whenever I watch any movie past X amount. I distinctly remember very much enjoying the Tropic Thunder movie. But if you were asking me what
actually happens in it,
I mean,
I'm pretty
remember
good
a
at
decent
being
amount.
able to recall the plots to films, but there are some that
comedies I find it can be harder to remember the plots for.
I think it's because they don't necessarily follow the same heroic quest plot line.
Also, most comedies tend to have weak plots in favor of yucks.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, yeah, using Fire Trap on these guys is meaningless.
I mean, I could very much remember Home Alone, but that's because he actually had some villains to vanquish.
Well, I mean, you can remember the, like, basics for Home Alone, but do you actually remember the specifics of every single trap?
I've watched that movie so often when I was young, yes.
Okay.
I can go over practically all of them.
Okay. I guess never mind then. I think I've seen Home Alone in its entirety all of once.
I've
maybe.
probably seen Home Alone every holiday season since it came out.
Not this year.
Oh.
I don't want to watch Home Alone.
I love Home Alone. I especially love it when he goes into the church before he actually brings about his battle plan, and he meets the old dude with the shovel that he's always been frightened of, and he actually sits and talks with him and finds out that he's just an estranged grandfather who hasn't seen his son or his granddaughter in years. And he actually peps him up by saying, you know, there's no harm in trying to reconnect. You don't know if he'll still be angry with you after all this time. And then
I know, it's
I just loved
like,
at the end of the movie how, like, he looks out his window and his family still hasn't come back home, or maybe they had, and he sees that the old man has his family over for Christmas, and that was just so heartwarming.
I'm not gonna deny that. It's just
His family was incredibly stupid, though.
Oh yeah. I mean,
But-
everybody in that entire.
But then again, it was an enormous family, and they only missed him because the neighbor boy had come over with a very similar hat and coat to what he would have worn, and just happened to be looking through some cards or something, and then tootled off back across the street to his house. So when they did the head count, they thought that he was there, but he wasn't.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just a lot of things that make me angry about that movie. Sort of. I don't know.
Wouldn't they have had an extra ticket? And oh no,
Yeah.
but they were rushing to the plane so they could get on it. So
I guess part of it is I could never connect to it because, you know, I could actually see you connecting to it better because the mother in that movie is somewhat closer to what your mother would be, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I have no connection point to a movie like Home Alone because we always took movies, like, not movies.
Well, I also had a family that we would meet often enough.
Yeah,
We didn't really.
I mean, we go to Minnesota occasionally, but like, I would go to my family would go to the airport 3 hours early for like, regardless of the season, the flight, or even the hour
Why
day.
3 hours early? You see, my parents are the type to, they want to get there early, but not so early that if the flight's delayed, then they're going to have to wait even longer.
No, my family is down for waiting for a very long time. It gets really boring. But I've gotten good at entertaining myself anyways. So
Then
it doesn't matter
again, we
too
did
much.
mostly road trips. The only planes that we actually took were to, ooh, it's a Darren again. We'll soon have the artifact. Wrap up in here and make sure everything is taken to the train. Our shrine must be as grand as can be for him.
Yes, Darren.
She has a very similar face to Eamon, don't you notice?
Yeah.
Oh, look who's arrived. Perfect timing. Hand over the artifact or welcome pain. Grrr. It's the crazy woman again.
Tell me where Uncle Benjo is. You've taken him. Tell me or you'll regret.
The hammerhead shall see the old light. After I pry the artifact from your cold, dead hands, attack.
She has a cool bladed bow.
Yeah, I always like the idea of bows that could be torn apart to become blades, if that's what it actually is. Otherwise, it's...
Okay.
I don't know. She seems to have forgotten that we pummeled her the last time.
True, though she actually managed to do a fair amount of damage. I just think we'll be okay.
So these people are trying to what? There's an old light? Are they trying to resurrect some ancient tech?
Maybe? Yeah? Is it gonna hurt? I think we'll be okay, though. Actually, can I do fire trap on her? Or nope, that doesn't work, damn it. Okay, whatever. Super Predator, Fire Breath. I actually haven't tried the Super Predator. Damn.
Eamon
That's a
has
good
a lot
move.
of HP. He's been taking the brunt of the attacks.
Let's see, blinded. Let's do another adrenaline rush. Well, she has her single out move, which specifically singles out a party member, and then all of her side only shoots at them constantly. Let's see, he's still
For some reason, the
blinded.
flames above their head just makes me think of that one biblical story. Do you remember it?
Nope.
I think it was supposed to be what when
I read the whole thing in like 3rd or 4th grade. At this point, don't remember anything from it. I don't
Yeah.
really regret that. It was a weird book. Can I? Oh wait, no, I already did ice trap on her. Oh, I guess I can stack status effects. I just was stupid unlucky. Okay. Sadly,
I always
confusion.
like it when various sci-fi fantasy bows have the bowstring and arrows materialize out of
Oh,
nowhere
yeah.
as energy, because then you don't have to worry about having a quiver.
Okay, who's she singling out? Looks like him again. That's fine. Okay. Sadly, one thing I don't like about this game is my trap moves don't include like a character using a ranged attack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it kind of comes off as annoying to me. Alright, there's really nothing I can do here. I guess I'm just gonna rest for a second. Let's do Super Mage. Let's start with regen. Yeah, the problem is she keeps blinding Amon, so I can't do anything with him.
Oh wow, he's put regen on everyone.
Yeah. I guess let's do Adrenaline Rush again. Did she miss? Nope, she didn't miss. And who's she singling out this time?
Taika.
Taika? Looks like Taika. Okay, I can work with that. Let's do Mark Target. Yeah, this time I'm actually much more prepared for fighting. Or at least, you know, I'm well leveled here. It's just a matter of time. I guess let's just restart the regen. Sadly, I want to use Super Blaster on, I want to use Super Blaster on Amon, but he's blinded, so I don't want to do anything.
Right, he has that black fog around his head.
Yeah, so I'm trying to... Okay, there we go. He's not blinded anymore, and we're good. Fire. And
she's
Super Blaster.
she's
There we
pretty
go.
hardy. Every attack that you've put on her only takes
Yeah.
off a smidge of health.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed out of this game. All of the bosses are quite...
That took off a good chunk of it, though.
Oh, were those the traps proccing? It might have been. So I guess the traps have a duration, and they will proc after a certain point. Well, might as well throw regen on one more time. Cause yeah, now that I'm over leveled, this game has actually become a little bit more reasonable in my mind. Which I feel guilty for saying, but like
I still don't like it when you have to really grind to get ahead in a game, though.
Yeah.
Because then doesn't that mean that there's poor pacing?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I was actually looking it up on the the Reddit for this game. Wait, really? Cure doesn't cure confusion? Are you serious? That's stupid.
Well, now everyone's down a bit of health, but especially Taika.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. She's almost dead. Even if she does manage to take out the party. One by one. We've still got a little bit of regen going, and Nart actually can heal now. Do Adrenaline Rush. Don't blind me. Good. Did she even... Oh, she stunned me. I'm not even sure what that does. Whatever.
Stun, I would assume, would prevent you from attacking or take you out
Yep,
of the order.
looks like it did. Okay, Taika.
I still think it's funny when you have... What kind of buff do you have on you? Because...
Oh, haste?
Yeah, haste is just
Which makes him, like,
his
jittery.
animations
Yep.
move faster, even. She has a... just...
That is such a snooty move.
It is a snooty move, but I'm just looking at her health bar.
A sliver? Yeah.
Yeah.
She is almost done. And there she goes. Not actually as much experience as I thought.
Let's see
but I
if
guess
she gets
it's not
away
so
this
bad.
time.
Of course she does.
This is not over.
Where is my uncle?
Poof. Ah, the way she talks. He's alive, Eamon. We'll find him.
I have a feeling we'll see a Darren again. Next time, I'm gonna finish her.
He's alive, Eamon.
Eu posso falar? Fazer malabarismo!
Eu tenho um parceiro, um urso polar de 700 quilos.
Aliás, qual é o nome dela?
Meu nome é Estrela. Eu só fico preocupada com uma coisa: a grandiosidade.
You know, next time, instead of being like, where's my uncle, I'd be like, tackle her, and just, you know, dive upon the villain. Like, I always hate that in games where it's like, you already know the villain has like kind of a predisposition
to flee all the time.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I'd just be like, grab him.
It reminds me of oh yeah, that one road trip that I think we were going out to probably the southern states, and I was playing on my Game Boy Pocket in the car, Pokemon Silver version, and I was going around trying to capture all the legendary dogs, and the legendary dogs, they flee the instant you find them unless you get the first attack. The good thing is, I think I remember that, does their health remain depleted every time you encounter them thereafter?
Yeah, they have permanent HP reduction.
Right, that's what I was remembering. So you're supposed to find and encounter that. They change zones so often. Yep. And the funny thing is, every time you walked into a zone, they changed a zone. So you almost had to pace it in such a way that you appeared in the zone that they did in the same instance.
Yeah, you could plan it out. I remember distinctly catching all of them.
Oh yeah, I caught all of them too.
It was a pain in the ass and it wasn't
But
worth it.
I remember I trained up a couple Pokemon, specifically grass types, for the sole purpose of having stun and sleep moves. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Just to prevent them from moving away. I could have done Mean Look now that I think about it. Wouldn't Mean Look have prevented them from leaving as well?
I don't know if Mean Look counted.
I thought that was a move that you could use to prevent people from swapping or fleeing. But
maybe? Unfortunately, I just
use
haven't.
Sleep Spore and Stun Spore and those to help me whittle them down.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it that much. The problem is I don't care about legendary Pokemon in every Pokemon game. Like, I'm just not interested when it comes down to it.
I like having legendary Pokemon to have them, but I do agree that if ever people ask you, oh, what are your favorite Pokemon and such, I always feel bad saying a legendary because it's like, well, of course. They have more of a backstory. They have movies dedicated to them. They're super special. They have some lore. Yeah, so I always say that, at least when I ask my friends, you know, what are your top 6 Pokemon or whatever, but Sans legendaries. Sometimes even Sans starters. You see how everyone has starters, you know, what about ones that aren't?
I was actually considering that. If I ever go back and play any of the mainline Pokemon games, I'm absolutely doing no starter playthroughs. Just first Pokemon I find and catch.
Whoa, big shroom.
1 second, I'm gonna go save, then we're gonna go fight that thing. That thing looks special and I want to murderize it, but I want to murderize it
on your own terms.
On my own non-post boss fight terms.
Right, because we've experienced that one too many times.
Yeah, I hate that. The little bit of overconfidence where you're like, I don't need to save. Oh. We also want to get all of the,
I just prefer when you can save on the go.
Yeah,
Pokemon
I do
have
too.
that. You could save on the go.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. In fact,
you could save right before a boss fight and do it again and again and again and again if you accidentally murdered it, as opposed to...
I cannot tell how much HP this thing has.
Oh, just because its HP is off the screen? It's off the charts.
Yep, that's concerning. Yeah, I can't even see it on the footage, so it's like, no matter what.
Yeah, give it all you got. Let's see.
Looks like it's pretty damn weak to fire. Oh, wait, no, I forgot. So, interesting point about Taika. Taika actually does split damage. So, Taika does 600 damage across all enemies. So, if you have 10 enemies...
Now, did it give birth to that little Mashrima?
Yeah, it did.
Oh.
So, in this case, Taika's going to do 600 damage, but if there were, like, a ton of enemies... Taika would do far less.
It's interesting. I don't believe I've ever seen mushroom monsters quite like this, where they literally just look like a mushroom.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay with this, though.
I've seen mushroom monsters before. Oh, yep, there it goes. Grows another one.
I don't like the fact that the mushrimas that it keeps summoning, can immediately act.
Oh, you mean they instantly spore you?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm of the club where if you summon an enemy, it has to wait its dang turn, as opposed to immediately being like, well, I've got order preference, and then
there's another one.
Yeah. I mean, luckily I'm more than set up ammo wise, and hopefully this is just a ton of EXP. Do we even
I wonder what the world's
Super Mage
largest
here?
mushroom was. On record.
Don't know.
Because I know that
Do you mean like mushroom species or?
Because I know that when they said largest mushroom was a couple square miles, that was a mushroom colony, which was derived from a singular fungal colony organism thing. So they considered it one mushroom, but I wouldn't necessarily consider an underground mushroom colony an actual, like, just singular mushroom. I'm thinking, what's the largest mushroom cap that's ever been recorded? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I mean, I love portobello mushrooms. Those make good sandwich, like, to replace burgers and
Yeah.
such.
To be totally honest, I don't know. Comparatively, mushrooms don't. I like them as an additive thing, but I hate them when they, like, are the kind of main feature of a dish. I don't know. Comparatively, mushrooms don't. Yeah, I don't think I can think of a single mushroom dish that I like straight up. I really wish I knew how much HP this
Whoa, people
big
have
sucker
found
had.
pretty big mushrooms. Look at these. I hope these aren't photoshopped. I could see those.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
I could see mushrooms that are about 3 feet wide. It's pretty intense.
I keep almost getting a glimpse of this big thing's HP bar. But then not. And it makes me sad. Yeah, it's actually going really aggressive on spawning mushrimas. This better be worth like a ton of experience though. Or I'm gonna be so mad. Just bounce down a little bit. Oh, it's almost dead actually. I'd say it's only got about like 20% HP left.
Here, I'll look up the largest edible mushroom since it's not giving me anything else.
I'd say it's only got about like 20% HP left. Let's see.
I suppose I would say 2 to 3 feet wide. That looks to be the largest edible mushrooms, at the very least.
Kind of weird.
What's weird?
I don't know, just the idea of eating like a giant edible mushroom.
Well, I mean, maybe they cut it up into pieces and stir-fry it.
I'm sure there's like means of preparing it. I think I'd just be kind of weirded out if somebody's just like, here is a giant slab o' mushroom. Enjoy. And I'd be like, can I not?
Ah, you got it.
Yeah. That was actually just as much experience as fighting the boss. And we got strong resolved in Toxic Lance.
Nice.
I have no idea what any of those do, but that's okay. It's neat
Well, I mean,
nonetheless.
they were poison-based.
And prevent poison. And a seed, yes. I like that, actually. I'm kind of surprised they put a mini-boss so close to an actual boss. But it's a nice feature.
I thought Adarin's more of just...
I like that, actually. I'm kind of surprised they put a mini-boss.
It's like you're encountering that singular villain again and again that's along with the plot.
Let's see, ghost tag.
I would consider this just Mega Monster in the dungeon, and Mega Monsters help give you more skills.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's cool.
It actually reminds me of how in Guild Wars 1, you would steal abilities.
Yeah, you could get a capture signet, and certain bosses would.
They had new abilities.
Yeah, actually, almost every elite monster had a new ability you could capture, which to me was really cool. Actually, it was interesting hunting down specific enemies with the equipment I was looking for.
Specific enemies also correlated with specific classes, so...
Yeah, that was fun. Unfortunately, it was still kind of clunky, and I hated the fact that that game required you to have a full party to even play. Like...
Oh, well, that's why they ended up having henchmen and,
yeah, but even then, like, heroes. I prefer a game where if I'm doing most things, I should just be allowed to...
I tugged the cable in such a way that now I'm only getting it out of one ear.
Oh. I prefer a game where if I'm doing most things, I should just be allowed to... You know, that's probably on your end, actually. Also, my arm is stuck?
It's funny seeing you adjust things.
Tug the cords.
Sorry, I was moving my knee. There, now it's back on both. Thank you.
For people that don't know, I've got a headphone jack on the back of my TV, so you don't have to hear the game audio at all, which is really nice. You know, sometimes with YouTubers, you can hear the game
audio
in the background. I don't actually know how other YouTubers do it. A lot of them are just lazy. Some of them just don't even listen to the game at all. They're just listening to whatever. But so for me, I've got a headphone splitter on the back of my TV, which works great. Except for when somebody decides to get pull happy on the headphone cords.
Hey, well, it's not my fault that you also put your Samsung in a secondary position in your nice new HP monitor.
Of course I'm going to use the nice new monitor as the primary one. What else am I going to do? Put it off to this side and look at it longingly? There we go. I don't want to just fight one enemy at a time. We get a slight EXP boost for fighting two. Because oftentimes in this game, it's actually not worth fighting one enemy at a time, from what I've run into. I've done it once or twice, and like, it kind of works, but... eh. I love the ammo system in this game, but it is actually really hard to stay on top of, like, using all of the ammo. Because there's so much. Like, you use it so often. Like, every shot requires 2 potato spuds, and I do not grow that many of them at a time. So you actually do have to spend, like... Is this the only guy? It is. I guess we'll just murder him.
Maybe if you kept running.
Well, I could have, but this is how we get those ghost tags.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of need it. Luckily, it doesn't...
How many do you have? Do you have an inventory?
I think I got 10 now. It's under key items. Nope, I got 9. I need 25. So I'm gonna...
Do you have an inventory?
Blessed Liz, we made it! Thank you 1,000,000 times! Here's a wee reward for your troubles, brave friends. Farewell!
Precisar de porta-malas maior. Esse é o motivo de muita gente para ter Renault. Qual o seu?
Duster com interior completamente renovado, agora com parcelas de 778 ou taxa zero em 24 vezes. E Kwid, o SUV dos compactos com entrada de R$1.000, mais parcelas e 3 revisões inclusas. Acesse o site e faça a compra online.
Okay, let's quick save, and he gave me Ice Blast and another seed. Sweet
so you're gonna do that later?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind dropping by the farm. Let's drop by the farm for a moment, come to think of it. I know you hate grindy management stuff, but there have been some developments in the farmland. So apparently once you've maxed out a seed and you keep growing them,
mm-hmm.
they actually eventually spit out a higher tier seed, which honestly is a bit boring in a way. But if you notice, I have more now. So I was actually hoping that the mutations, like the plants themselves, would mutate and, you know, start giving you the better things. But, like, notice how this is giving me mild beans, mild scorch sap, mild Lyrose petals, and, like, tender spuds. Eventually, it turns into these things. So this is the same as this all the way up here. This is the same as this. And so this is how you, like, get the higher end ammo. And so I mentioned I was reading on the subreddit. Apparently some people got through this entire game without bothering with the ammo system at all. And one of the boss fights requires Fire Blast level 2 or something like that.
And you need to have
to have it to be able to destroy a barrier or something. And apparently a lot of people didn't know this. And got quite stuck. And were quite angry about this. Luckily these things grow real freaking fast, so you can, like, once you have a bunch of things growing, it's just like, I can't stop growing so I can calm down and get things. I actually really wish you could, like, hire a farmer or something. So yeah, now we can get Ice Blast, which is cool. Let's pick up. Refill on what we got. Let's see, Toxic Lance. I think we can make that now. Luckily, we can make generally a ton of lances for her. She will never run out of ammo. Annoyingly enough, it only requires one tender lance to make a regular lance for her.
Okay.
For Amon, it requires 2 tender spuds, so for him, I'm always, like, just struggling to have enough ammo.
Well, that's because he fires 2 rounds at once, right?
Oh, yeah,
boom,
he does.
boom. So...
I forgot about that. It's still annoying, though, because, like, I don't know if you noticed for a while there, but we were, like, completely out of ammo. Up through at least one of the fights. But yeah.
A Scorch Snap.
Yep. I will keep farming these off camera for obvious reasons. Haven't done anything else, though. There's still that, like, weird critter that we're supposed to find for here that Frog Boy told us to find. I do not know where to go looking for that. I'll probably look it up at some point.
I thought that they were clams along the shoreline.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I wish that there was, like, something to slowly auto-harvest things for me. Because that would be kind of a blessing. Okay, Scroll Road Plains.
And you better make sure to save, too.
Obviously. I am not making that mistake again. I've made it before. It is a sad day. Let's see.
Why are you doing management?
I gotta manage videos. I can't not. Sadly, we're recording this during my usual, like, release video time. And, most YouTubers schedule their videos in advance or only put out 1 video a day, but since I'm crazy and put out, like, 10...
Those are interesting.
I mean, it looks like they're just recolors of monsters we've already fought before. Yeah, they are. That kind of sucks. They're still pretty, but still. Okay, so there's the Electro Air Mirror. I'm gonna have Taika try and, learn electricity moves off of it. I know we're supposed to use Taika's, like,
She's supposed to be a storm dog, right?
Yeah, well, we're supposed to learn 6th Sense from... Or we're supposed to use 6th Sense to, like, learn things.
Maybe you need to try to learn it from one of the beetles as opposed to the mirror.
Yeah, I'll try that next. We might be in trouble.
They're aerial now.
That's not it. I don't know if you noticed. These guys really hurt.
Ooh-wee. That they do.
Like, badly. Amon needs this. If we're lucky, we'll get...
It always seems like you go into a new zone and you're completely inadequate.